These lane call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Oh, shit. Ugh. It's weird because I woke up this morning. What a great way to start the end of a holiday. I tried to turn on my TV, and guess what? It doesn't turn on. So I had to switch out the TV that's in front of me that I usually react to all my content on with the TV that's with a TV that's in the living room. I'm kind of not sad about it because I hated that fucking TV. It was the only 4K TV that I own that's not a monitor. And I'm like, it's so riddled with ads that whenever I would turn it on, it would lag up, so it'd take forever for me to get over to the HDMI input. So, I don't know what the fuck that's about. Probably from all those ads fried it, so I don't know. But man, has a lot happened over the last 4 days. A guy went viral because he went over to the facilities in Minnesota, and a lot of the fraud was being pushed through like these daycares. And bro went mega viral because him and another guy, they showed up at these locations where these immigrants, these Somalians or like these foreigners that didn't even speak all that much English, were there in the facilities. These were nice facilities, just slurping up our taxpayer money, sending it to foreign countries. So, yeah. Bro blew the fuck up. There wasn't a whole lot of games. I mean, I got TVs, it's just like the inconvenience of it. I'm like, dude, now I gotta stop everything I'm doing because this fucking piece of shit is being a piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? Rivals. Ooh, I'm actually very excited about this. Bro, I spent a lot of days playing Escape from Duckhoff. Holy shit, that game is addicting.
My turn.
Oh, that's sick.
Squad 1.
I don't know why they're doing this squad stuff now. It was so much better whenever it was single combat. I don't know how I feel about the new stuff, man. This is that weird game, right? It's the one where he uses blood, huh? Oh, wait a minute.
Hello, I'm Louise Blaine, creative lead here at Blumhouse Games, and I'm back with the second episode in our Crisol Theatre of Idols Setting the Stage series. If you missed the first video, you can click the link on screen now to find out more about the origins and inspirations behind the cursed island of Tormentosa. This time though, I'm diving deeper into the enemies just itching to meet Gabriel on his journey. So, reload that spiked pistol and let's head into the storm.
What an interesting concept. You know, there was a game called Blood Rain where you did pretty much the same thing. And I got in and I played about 20 minutes of it and I said, fuck this game. Because when you use your health to replenish your ammo, you never have any health, so you're always one hit. So it'll be interesting to see how this is.
If you've seen any Crisol gameplay, chances are you'll recognise this lot. These lurching nightmares are known as the Astiados, which is Spanish for splinter. These idols are based on the traditional painted statuettes of Spanish religious iconography. Living
That's crazy.
firmly in uncanny valley territory, the various kinds of Astiados in Crisol also replicate the suffering of their real-life counterparts, often crying or agonisingly tortured. And one big difference from other games is that headshots, well, they don't make a single bit of difference in Tormentosa.
Bro ain't got a head.
Torso, or even legs, and the Astiados will continue in their relentless pursuit. And in a suite of different ways to skewer and flambe Gabrielle, and these are a dangerous force to be reckoned with. Yes, even the one that the team at Vermilla lovingly refer to as Mr. Moo.
Mr. Moo?
But the danger doesn't stop with the Astiados. The team knew they needed more unique creations and realised that if the Astiados represented the wooden splinters of statues, they could look to other architectural staples for other enemies. Stone statues became tank-like juggernauts,
Jesus.
oil paintings slimy monstrosities, and the wax of giant church candles transformed
You know, these enemies are actually kind of cool. Like, this kind of brings me back to, like, the Bioshock era of gaming, where you had, like, Bioshock, 1 and 2, where you had this, like, mystery of, like, what the fuck's going on, and, like, this assortment of just schizo-level enemies that just look insane. And then you've got, like, again, the mystery of where you're at. In Bioshock's instance, it's like under the sea, but in this one, it's something else.
Therios, the fluttering, diabolical, flaming cherubs of Gabrielle's nightmares. It was a fun process for the team, with so much rich culture from Spain to inspire the creation of a sea of monstrosities. And finally, last but by no means least, we have Dolores, who is no mere enemy, but a key character in the lore of Crisol. As Gabrielle's antagonist and endless pursuer, she is an intelligent and terrifying foe. Dolores herself is almost a huge version of a reliquary, or a container of holy relics, but with the corrupted remains still inside. And no, you can't take her down with mere bullets, even if they are blood-powered. Stealth and just plain running away is your only option when faced
Oh, so it's kind of got like an Alien Isolation vibe to it. Interesting.
gargantuan foe. So that's a quick behind-the-scenes look at the enemies of Tormentosa. Crisol Theatre of Idols has a demo on Steam now, and you'll be able to play on PC, PS5 and Xbox Series in 2026. Don't forget to subscribe to Blumhouse Games to make sure you have all the latest news and updates from our dev teams.
Damn, that's what's up.
It's now been
Give me a second, we'll keep watching more. I need to get a soda. We bait. Oh, shit. I stayed up way too late playing that damn game last night. Oh, this looks cool. Yo, W trailer, let's go. What's the name of this game? Total Chaos. This looks good. Now, really? What Bethesda needs to learn from Outer Worlds 2. Calm down, guy. Calm down. Lord have mercy. Ooh, here we go. I see half naked ass. Let's go. Okay. Red out. Is a Stranger Things DLC for Minecraft? What? That's crazy. They have bicycles? Bro, there could have been so many. I guarantee you, there is somebody out there that would have given you a better mod that you could have used. This looks like Dookie. These bicycles look like Dookie. Yo, it's slapping with these. Okay, let's move on. I'm actually excited about this one. Bigfoot tried working with 911 for 24 hours without training. Bigfoot's being a firefighter, bro. That's what's up. Welcome to the force, bro. Let's go.
911 responder for 24 hours, helping humans. No,
bro, ain't no way Bigfoot wouldn't like being a first responder, bro. Like, man, he's got everything it takes. He's got the big ass upper body, short, skinny legs. That's all you need in the fire service. No, there's a lot, but still. Bigfoot vlog time. Hell yeah, Bigfoot vlog. Let's go, Bigfoot vlog.
no joke.
I was a firefighter, dude. I loved it. I loved working for the fire department. It was so good.
Done silly challenges, but today I want to help people. Maybe prove I'm more than chaos.
If YouTube never worked out, I'd try to go back to working as a firefighter.
Hearing sirens already makes this feel real. People actually depend on this job. I can't mess around.
That's right. I remember the first day that I sat in the ambulance whenever I was going through college, because it was after the fire academy, and it kind of hit me that, like, in a couple months I'm gonna be in my own station. It was kind of crazy. Like, the first call I got, I was so fucking nervous. I wasn't scared. I was nervous on the first, like, ambulance call that I got. And then I realized how, like, I don't know, how calm I was. And I was like, you know what? I got this. And it was all downhill from there, bro. It was all good.
Why are there so many codes? 10-4, copy, standby. I already feel underqualified.
Official rescue uniform. Human size.
Damn, he's gonna look good in that, boy. Look at that. Oh, let's go. He's gonna look good in that.
Slight problem, I am not slightly human-sized. Boots nape my felt, jacket surrendered immediately, but professionalism is about attitude, I think.
It is an attitude. Trust me, bro. They ain't gonna hire you if you ain't got a good attitude. You gotta. When you present yourself at, like, a fire department, you have to present yourself in a way that makes it seem like you're cohesive with people around you. Because, like, they want to find somebody who's gonna, because you're pretty much gonna be a family with them. You're gonna be living there. Like, whenever I worked at the department I worked at, I worked there more than I was at home. So, like, and I literally mean that. Like, I was staying nights there because that was the shift.
Helmet, gloves, radio.
Hey, look at him. He got it all set out. Let's go. Oh, he looked good in that.
Medical bag. Why does everything escape my hands today? Rescue team, I'm here to help.
Damn, you look good, bro. You got like 3 walkies. You don't need 3 walkies, but you looking good.
Rescue team, why did my voice crack? Don't look at me like that, Barky.
Barky, like, no way, dude.
I have to do this. Growth happens. Okay, no turning back.
Damn! He looks so good. He looks good, bro!
911, Bigfoot reporting for duty. Hopefully humans survive this. Okay, everyone stop talking. That feels either respectful or extremely bad.
Want a custom shout-out, birthday wish, or roast from me? Head to Cameo, link in the description, Jay. I'll make it legendary.
Big
Don't
ass
forget to smash
dude.
that subscribe button and hit the bell for more.
Hi, sir. I'm here for the 24-hour challenge. I promise minimal damage.
He said stay out of the way.
That's not inspiring confidence, but it's approval. Why is this pen made for ants? I barely touched it, I swear.
I didn't even sit aggressively. That bench gave up instantly.
Bro's ass turned that thing into twisted metal.
I'm sorry. This is my natural lung volume. I'm secure. Wait, why am I facing the wall? Why is that so loud? That should be illegal!
You actually don't hear anything that much when you're in the cab. When you're in the cab, it's actually kind of quiet. Like, when the sirens are going, you hear that, but it's not, like, as bad as being outside of it. It's muffled.
Okay,
To an
no
extent.
jokes now. Someone's hurt.
It's
This
either that it's muffled or I just learned how to ignore it. Damn!
Overwhelming. Lights, noise, people yelling. Stay calm.
I can carry everything.
Yo, the fire department would love having him. Holy shit! He just brings everything out every time. Yo, go back to, oh wait, we already got it here. Wait, go get, oh wait, we already got that here too. Damn, you good. Oh no, he put all the medical stuff on the ground.
Okay, new plan. Less confidence. More hands.
Why are they all stopping?
I definitely did this wrong.
Are so sorry. That was not a roller coaster.
Why is it rolling like it's alive? I'm sorry.
Hey man, we all have those moments. I remember it was supposed to be my first fire, but then the other shift got the other our sister station got it first. Yo, I kid you not, I was walking, right? So everything that could go wrong went wrong. It was before I caught my first fire, so thankfully the other station got there long before we did, because whenever you put your pack on, sometimes you get your seatbelt tangled up in it, because everyone has to be clicked in before you drive, right? So like, you have to throw your pack on over first, and somehow I managed to get it entangled with the fucking seatbelt. So like, somehow I got that bitch so tangled up, I had to get somebody else to help me untangle it. And then the same scene, I fucking face planted, bro. I was walking over something, and I went, bop. The fire chief looked at me, and he's like, you good? And I'm like, yep, I'm good. It was like the insult to injury. We all have those moments. But whenever I caught my first fire, bro, I got so much respect. It was so great. And then when we caught our first, like, vehicle rollover, man, like, all that experience and training I got from my college, bro, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, oh my God, I had so much fun at that job.
Deeply, repeatedly sorry.
Like, everybody fucks up on their first go. And you know whose job it is to make sure that everyone's in line? The captain. The captain knows more than anybody else that you're going to fuck up. And it's their responsibility to make sure that you're good to go, that you're squared away. That's their responsibility. 100%. You're going to fuck up. It's going to happen.
Actual fire?
These trees are attacking.
Oh, yeah, we had one of our apparatus drivers do that too. They took his license away for a week. They were like, "Got to go to training now." Brand new ladder truck, dude. Brand spanking new ladder truck. He fucked that ladder truck up, son. He cracked one of the lights on top, scraped the ladder all to hell, bro. He fucked that ladder truck up, boy. Yeah, bro. I bet he can handle the 200. Oh, I bet he can handle 200 easily. Oh man, this guy's got to be a firefighting machine. Put that bitch all the way open and fucking let that shit fly. I bet he can handle like all the PSI. Bro. This guy could be a firefighting machine.
This feels incorrect. I will step away from the ladder.
Yo, that's how it is on a fire scene too. No one admits it, but everyone's like, and it's not like the like calm. It's the that's how everyone is. Especially if you haven't caught something in a minute and you got to put your gear on, and you haven't worked out, which is a big bad no-no.
You're strong, but strength isn't helping today. You're slowing us down.
I understand. I'll be careful. I swear. Hey, it's okay. They're helping you. You're safe.
Oh, what a great idea for like a mascot. Firefighter Bigfoot. Yo, that's got kind of a ring to it. 911 Bigfoot. Rescue Bigfoot or Rescue Foot. I kind of like that.
Okay, maybe I did one thing right.
Please don't film me. They're working. Oh, no, I didn't mean. Get out of the way, now. Okay.
So like whenever you yell at somebody on the scene, like I haven't been yelled at. But like if somebody yells at you, like unless they sit you down afterwards, for the most part you can ignore it because everyone's blood is pumping, like the adrenaline's going, shit happens. So like they really train that into you whenever you go through the academy. It's just like boot camp, the academy, the fire academy. Like it's just like boot camp. So you don't take anything personal. You just don't.
This is serious. I have
that's the one thing that he doesn't have. You see, is like if he had went to boot camp, he would know that it's paramilitary. So like, especially if you're getting paid for it. Yep, that was me. I had tripped over a big ass hose that was in the way. That helmet put in some work that day.
Get off this site, now! I wasn't trying to be a problem.
I failed.
I get it.
In my defense, in their defense, I don't think they're very good at their job either, because how you gonna have all these fucking firefighters swarming around over here? They're not very good at their job. Hey, it's Wolf.
At least you stayed. Helping isn't about ego. I wanted to look brave, not actually be useful. I failed Rescue 911, but I still want to learn how to help.
Today I will be plumber for one whole day. Humans trust pipes.
I think that's the end of that video. There was a plumber for 24 hours one. We'll watch that one maybe tomorrow. But W Bigfoot vlog time, hell yeah. Bigfoot vlog time, let's go. W video. Let's see, how are we gonna start today?
Is possibly video gaming's best known.
What the fuck? Why is this here? So this is the guy that won VTuber of the Year.
Hey, with nade shot?
Check out XQC.
I'm waiting for his wife to leave so I can swoop in and take that. I heard that shit bounces.
But wait for me?
I heard that shit.
No.
Bounces. I heard that shit jiggles. I heard you smack that, it smacks back. Got that recoil on it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about nade shot, by the way. Oh shit, not his wife. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about his.
Oh, is he talking about XQC's wife?
Hey, with nade shot? See, I'm waiting for his wife to leave so I can swoop in and take that. I heard that shit bounces. I heard that shit bounces.
What the fuck?
I heard that shit jiggles. I heard you smack that, it smacks back. Got that recoil on it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about nade shot, by the way. Oh shit, not his wife. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about nade shot. Oh shit, I just realized it did not sound good. I'm talking about nade shot. I'm talking about nade shot.
Chat, what the fuck? Hey, dude, chat, the avatar chat, I cannot take it seriously.
That's the point.
Chat. Dude, whenever he does something wrong like that and his eyes go, chat, they do this, chat, I can't. Like, dude.
Hey, with
Oh yeah, this is Atari. Apparently Atari Systems, you know, like the console, is trying to get into they're trying to get into hotels now.
You know, the gaming company that pretty much started video games as a mainstream hobby. Well, they are embarrassing now. I don't know if any of you ever keep up, because I know you don't hear about them because they don't really do anything, and when they do, it's a catastrophic failure from all that I can find. But the most recent thing that they're peddling is an Atari hotel, which is apparently some kind of licensed partnership with some developers where they're going to be making a gamer hotel, and they used an AI video to showcase it.
Oh,
it is a blatant, obvious fake thing that even as a concept piece, I think kind of falls flat on its tits, where it basically wants to be an all-encompassing gamer utopia where you have RGB rooms and you have an esports venue, a concert
Now, what is it with gaming and RGB? I've never understood why these big-ass corporations decide to, like, lump all that stuff in. I don't really get it.
A sports venue where you can bet on sports and watch the big games, and
because, like, consoles don't really have RGB like that. They never have. So it's so weird to me that just because PC have all these lights and shit in them, like, all of a sudden now it's a light show.
It's out the wazoo. And they have this AI-generated video that probably took them like 45 seconds to make to show all of this. And my god, does it look like shit. Everything about it is terrible. But the most shameless part is they're using this as a pitch piece to try and get every Joe Schmo out there that happens to stumble across it to give them $500 as an investment so they can be an investor in Atari hotels. And they have it structured like a Kickstarter thing where you can go all the way up to like $50,000 where you give them 50 grand and you get a brick. It's so fucking stupid. This company has to have one of the hardest fall-offs in corporate history. Like, at least Blockbuster, when it fell off, it had the dignity of dying with its boots on. Atari has just existed in a pitiful state for decades.
Just imagine how crazy it would be, because you know that that Steam Deck is trying to get into the console wars, I guess, with the whole like the new. It's not a console; it's a mini computer. But like, just imagine if Xbox died off, Atari made a comeback with a new system and exclusives, and PlayStation and Nintendo were just there. Like, Atari could be like the launching system for indie games. Think about that. Think about if like Atari had games like Expedition 33 that were small-time indie games that just hadn't blown up yet. Think about that. Think about how crazy that would be. It could be like the flagship game for the console, and even before it blows up, like whenever it was first releasing, that could be their flagship, and then it blows up and it makes Atari go crazy. Think about how insane that would be. Like, where is the market for these small-time developers, these indie developers, to put their stuff on an exclusive console? Think about that. Think about how crazy that would be. Be a lot of money invested into that.
Now, and despite not doing anything like meaningful for decades, their brand is still extraordinarily recognizable. That's how big they used to be. Yet they can't do anything good with it. So now they have this shit slapped on there for a hotel project that I think absolutely is dead on arrival and will crash and burn if they ever even get it off the ground. To be e-begging as Atari Hotels is so laughable. Seen the latest gaming scam, the Atari Hotel. They have Atari Hotels official. We're building someone no one else has, the world's first Atari Hotel. This sounds familiar.
This is the actual trailer for it?
In downtown Phoenix.
You love to hear the immediate AI voiceover. Very cool. That inspires confidence. Off
where culture, nightlife, and creativity collide. Rising at the intersection of Roosevelt...
There's no way that place is going to look like that. There's no way. That does look kind of sick, though. All things considered, that looks sick as shit. If that's actually what the building looks like, I would stay there if I had the money for it.
And Central, with a walk...
Yo, and like each apartment has like its own like gaming setup built into like the walls, so that way no one can fuck with it.
This will become a walk downtown. Picture yourself on our rooftop pool deck, surrounded by music, energy, and skyline views.
Why does it keep changing?
Inside,
it said rooftop pool deck? Okay, this has to be a joke, right? There's no way Atari actually published this. This has to be a scam. Because, like, it looks like crap. It looks awful.
Energy and skyline views. Step inside, every space tells a story. An immersive playground built for gamers, dreamers...
Yeah, like in the lobby, they just have like a big flat screen TV in the lobby where you can sit down and play other people on like head-to-head PvP or something. That they kind of nice. Like the idea behind it is interesting, but will it bring in money? That's the real question. Because like if you put all this money into making something that looks like this, like what ideally, how much money would you spend a night there? That's the real question. Is it gonna be worth? Is it gonna be bang for your buck?
Already looking really cool. You had a bunch of fucking mutants in here. Nothing tells me...
Is that Iron Man? They have Iron Man over here?
Fire success, quite like having nothing to show besides AI-generated renders. Yes, I can't wait to book my $500 stay right now.
Bro, I can't believe Atari is flapping around like a fucking flounder on a deck of a ship. Using AI... like cheap AI. This looks like crap. This looks so cheap. To make advertisement for a hotel that doesn't even exist. It's kind of sad to think.
About it. Let's see. Atari Hotels, a first-of-its-kind immersive entertainment and hospitality venue, today announced the launch of its Regulation A Tier 2 equity offering.
You see here, whenever I hear it's the first of its kind in reimagined hospitality and Atari brand and da-da-da-da-da, I hear we're going to charge you a stupid amount of money for some stupid-ass shit that I can get at another hotel. That's what I hear.
Giving fans, gamers, and community a chance to become true owners. Yep. Throw that in the wastebasket right away. That's a load of fucking barnacles. Scam! Scam! Atari Hotels recently acquired over 1 acre of land in Phoenix's Arts and Entertainment District, Roosevelt Row, seeking between $35 to $40 million to fund the development of its flagship location.
They're not going to get that money. If they expect people to donate that amount, they're not getting that. They're not going to get that. A shareholder, sure, but not.
How is it reimagining hospitality?
You see, they already fucked up. That's how you know it's going to be worth a lot of money to stay there one night. Is because they've got 35 to 40 million. Now, you know Atari hasn't made anything good in years. So you know they went to a shareholder and they are a chairman or a bunch of people and were like, hey, you give us money, we make this thing. And then the shareholders were like, yeah, sure. So you're going to go ahead and do this, this, and this, and you're going to charge this amount, and you're going to squeeze every last dollar out of them because you can, and then there you go. So it's probably going to be a lot to stay there. Like for one night, it's probably going to be like $400 or something. It's going to be something crazy.
How is it reimagining hospitality for modern gaming, pop culture, and sports? What is it doing? Adding RGB, is that it?
You see, that's the thing. That's the old sales tactics that companies use to make you think that it's going to be different. But then most people just don't fall for that anymore. So maybe you guys should come up with new tactics on sale and stuff, huh?
They're reimagining it? Does it
actually
say?
Make good products now
experience like no
instead
other.
of using words.
Your ultimate all-in-one destination.
How is it like no other? Tell me.
Next-gen suites, where comfort meets the latest in gaming and streaming tech. Catch every moment in our sportsbook and gaming lounge, where competition meets connection. From live concerts to
That's not even a gaming lounge, bro. That's a football. That's a bar. What about that screams gamers? You're aware that not everybody that's a gamer plays sports games, right? I have played one sports game in my life. One. And it was a Madden game. And it sucked. I didn't like it because I don't like sports.
Competition meets connection. From live concerts to esports battles, our 2000
esports battles in Atari Hotels? How stupid do you think I am? Yeah, I'm sure.
It's funny that Charlie says that. Charlie actually has a team that competes in the esports competitions. So he knows for a fact how everything plays out.
1,000+ person event center is built for unforgettable nights. Here, nostalgia collides with the future.
You know what they should do? They should make this, and then they should sell it to Twitch so that way the next SA could come out of there. You know?
Damn, look at this arcade. Holy shit. They got like a whole closet full of cabinets. Reimagined fun.
Be a part of
Man, that's how you know the people that are trying to do this are just fucking boomers. Straight up. They're like, oh yeah, kids love video games, and then they're thinking of like an actual arcade cabinet. No one plays these games anymore, bro. Nobody plays this shit. I'm sorry, like. Yeah, like, why would you go to a hotel and do this? Why wouldn't you just stay home? That's a good point, Nigel. Why the fuck would you go and you have to spend money on this too? Like, I guarantee you it's gonna be expensive as shit to stay here. Like, what the fuck? Who thought this was a good idea? You know how many motels or hotels I've been to that had an arcade cabinet off to the side? None. You know why? Because people that stay in hotels usually only stay in hotels for one reason. It's because they're drunk and they're gonna break something, or they're homeless and someone paid for their hotel there because they're fucking stupid and they're gonna break something. So either way, something's gonna get broken. I mean, look at if you've ever seen the movie. Oh my god. Ugh. Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash movie. Bro ripped the whole sink out of the hotel bathroom. Same thing with Elvis Presley. Bro, like, you don't put these good things in motels or hotels because they get destroyed. And then you hemorrhage money towards this stuff. It's so stupid.
Reimagined fun.
Be a part of it with as little as $500. You can own a piece of Atari Hotels Phoenix. Atari Hotels. Play, stay, live the game. Brought to life.
They are aware that if you invest in a company, it's not enough just to own a piece of the company. It has to give dividends. It has to give money back. You realize that's the whole point of buying shares, right? I'd highly doubt that if you invest in this, it's gonna be spitting out money. I kind of want to invest in it just to see if anything ever actually comes of it. Watch me like invest like $50 and it turns into $50 million. It just like pops off.
Intersection development, with over $350 million of projects built right here in this neighborhood. Designed by Rack House, where architecture becomes emotion and every space is an experience. Masterpiece designs by Top Rank Original.
This is where we'll be staying at from now on, boys, because normal apartments are gonna cost too much. So we're gonna have to live like paycheck to paycheck on a hotel funds, and hope that we can eventually get past this like dystopian apocalypse on Atari hotels. It's our future right there, boys.
Design tough, built tough.
Design tough, built tough for tough gamers, guys.
You know, like, what if... So, like, instead of it being Atari, what if it was like this? The thing about this, we could add mini golf, laser tag, and whenever you pay for your admission, you have to pay for, at most, the weekend or 3 days. And now, hear me out. That bundle will include unlimited laser tag, unlimited gaming, lobby gaming, unlimited drinks and food, and it will also include unlimited mini golf, and not just any mini golf, LED mini golf, where it's dark and everything is like black light. Hell, maybe even add in a airsoft course as well, even a paintball course. Like, and then you can also game as in like video game. Like, that sounds pretty cool. And then you could have something that's exclusive to the hotel. Like, for example, you could try to set up a rigging system to where, like, if you're playing airsoft, you can be controlled by somebody with a controller. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Like, I think that'd be kind of sick.
Damn it.
Or you could have like a speaker system, like a controller that's like a speaker, and you talk to them and tell them where to go, and like you can have like a maze, and like you could be like, look, turn right, he's right there, you know, kind of like that. I think that'd be really sick.
Wow. I'm investing.
Yeah, unlimited Mountain Dew.
Losing money not investing in this. My God. It'll fuse nostalgia culture with futuristic technology from high-tech guest rooms and creator studios to 2000.
See, that's what these people are missing. They do this shit to make money now. Used to, people made this stuff to have fun. Like, they do it all to make money now. It's not about fun anymore. It's about how we can suck as much money out of every person that gets involved with this as possible. Even the people that invest in this company, they're just gonna suck the money out of them. It's so garbage, man. It's so sad.
In esports and concert
it's all about
venues,
fucking money now, man.
Immersive bars, restaurants, and shopping.
Shopping.
With 14
Get
million.
the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that. Shopping. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a hotel to shop. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, they probably will.
Starmer goes and makes a tweet. I'm delighted that Allah El Fattah is back in the UK and has been reunited with his loved ones who must be feeling profound relief. I want to pay tribute to Allah's family. They have worked and campaigned for this moment. Allah's case has been a top priority for my government since we came to office. I'm grateful for President Sisi for his decision to grant the pardon. So this is some comments that this retard has made. This is from Allah. Dear international PhD student, by the way, I'm a racist. I don't like white people, so piss off. I fucking hate white people.
So this is the kind of people that we've got going into these countries that are immigrating. Like, why are we doing this, guys? Why are we doing this? Why? Why? Just why?
A blight on the earth they are. Good thing they are stopping breeding. We need to kill more of them. Don't worry, where we are discussing we will take over your town and rape your women. Us terrorists tend to do that. The brilliant British dogs and monkeys think terrorists will reveal their plans on Twitter. There's one of them doing it right now. I'm telling you that I hate white people. Amazing that they've let this happen. The most treacherous government in history. They are siding with and importing people into your country that want to fucking kill you, and they're celebrating it on Twitter.
Just for context, this isn't a comedian making a funny, edgy tweet when he was a teenager. This is a 44-year-old software developer born in Egypt who was imprisoned for his political activism and who was granted UK citizenship in 2022 while in prison. People across the political spectrum are understandably freaking out, trying to figure out how the government would allow this after those tweets.
I love how they have farmers breaking down their doors in Europe, and they're more concerned about a fucking foreigner than their own people. You literally have farmers throwing shit at your police, and you're out there bringing active, like, killers into your country. Bro was incarcerated because of his political views. What are you doing? What the fuck?
But I'll switch to something else. Advocating killing police, hating white people, assassination plot. Oh, we got even more of these. So this is the person that the British government is going and congratulating itself for. I'm delighted that this person has arrived in the UK and is with his family. His case has been a top priority for the government. They are importing people into your country that want to kill you. These people are evil. They are evil. Suicidal empathy at its peak. If I said what I wanted to say, I would get banned. So I will just agree with you. So, yes.
So stupid. So speaking of that, so let's move on into that guy that went mega viral. He went so viral that he's right here on the first page of YouTube because of Fox News. Right here. Let's see, where's he at? Here it is, right here.
Say is probably the biggest story in the country right now. And also, you have to look right now, MSNBC has not run a single video about this. Nick Shirley is a 23-year-old YouTuber, okay? So whenever a 23-year-old YouTuber is able to make a video and directly investigate...
So to give you an idea, they did an investigation. They went to the places that were on these, that was on like a list of where all this money was going, right? All this money is going into these daycares, these child learning centers, and taxpayer dollars in Minnesota, taxpayer dollars going into these learning centers, and there's no kids there. They're getting paid, like, each location's getting paid roughly about $38 million, and that's because some of them have registered on file 300, 200 students, and there's no students there. And look who's running it. Look. Somali migrants. Like immigrants.
Something in a way that these massive multi-billion-dollar news agencies aren't able to. He doesn't just represent a threat to their ideology. He represents a threat to their business model. He does. It's a 23-year-old patriot, absolutely. Yes, and he's not paid off. Yeah, and so it shows that, like, you know, why do you have these massive multi-billion-dollar companies whenever they can't even manage to put something like this together? How does that happen whenever you have all these people, but they can't manage to put anything together? He do be fucking up their bag. Exactly, yes. So I think that there is probably a general media ignorance for this because they don't want to acknowledge the fact that a person without any of their resources was able to...
Well, I guarantee you if they could have paid this man off, or this 23-year-old off, they would have. But they didn't think it was going to go anywhere, and then he got mega fucking... He went super mega gigantor viral. Super gigantor viral from this.
Information that was better than their own and reporting that was better than their own. That's what I think happened. Why?
So this guy right here, he's got the list of like people and stuff and the locations of the buildings, and he's there throughout the video.
We're gonna get to that, but let me focus on crucifix.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Cool.
For a random.
Just type in the address 1411 Nicollet Avenue, and immediately I found this public information from the Department of Human...
You just look it up. Summary of reviews and investigation. Oh my god, look at this. You guys might not be able to see this because it's really small. All right, what's this here? Revert. Okay, yeah, what the fuck was that? All right, that reminded me, I need to uninstall that McAfee program. Look at all these. Summary of reviews and investigations, licensing review, conditional license review. So look at all these license reviews. This is crazy. Oh my god.
Services in Minnesota. This checks out to be the spot. It's a child care center, total capacity 99. And as you guys can see, these are all the list of various violations and investigations of this place. Since May 9th, 2022, they've been investigated and received violations over 13 different times. For things like children did not have daily access to interest areas, areas that are used by children are not in good repair, crib mattresses and or sheets did not meet the safety requirements. They even got a violation because the program did not report a death, serious injury, fire, or emergency properly.
If you want to know, that's probably not what happened at the facility. Someone probably didn't get hurt. It means that they don't have like forms or slips, like paperwork to start filling out if somebody gets hurt. So there's no way to record it. That's probably what that violation means.
Oh my god.
Years and they didn't notice this. Obviously, this is something that needs to be looked into to see just how much did state and city officials play a role in all of this fraud.
Oh, they knew about it. They absolutely knew about it.
They need to be held accountable.
It's Chase.
And here's what's crazy. I'm glad that it's happening.
Sorry, Chase, my bad. How's it going, Chase? You have a good it was alright. Pretty quiet, pretty slow. I like it that way though. I stayed in and played Escape from Duck Off.
Minnesota.
How was yours?
And I think the focus should stay on Minnesota. That way it doesn't get so abstracted that it's impossible to pay attention to. But I bet this is happening all over the country.
Yeah, I agree.
And for those
I think
of you
it
guys
is.
that aren't in the United States, but you're in like Australia, you're in Canada, you're in a European country that's not Poland. Is because we don't hold them accountable for it. That's the reason why.
And they told me that none of the money goes to minorities. It just goes to line.
I have this. Ludwig said he can't believe OTK outlasted FaZe Clan.
Oh, no one cares.
And so here we go.
I think the big story of the year for us was exposing the government subcontracting DEI fraud.
Yeah.
And I wore that ridiculous wig, and I met with these people that were getting hundreds of millions of dollars from the Treasury and SBA, and they told me that none of the money goes to minorities. It just goes to line.
It just goes to white women. By the way, white women are the benefit.
What was that saying about woke and DEA coming into the games and development space? That's the only reason why they started doing that. If you make an incentive, a way for a company to make profit on hiring anybody that's not a white male, What do you fucking think is gonna happen? What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? It's gonna alienate the majority of the population of America, and then Americans are gonna be like, nope, fuck this, get rid of it. That's what happened. That's how Trump got into fucking office. That's why he dismantled it. That was the first fucking thing he did when he got into office. He dismantled all of it. All of it.
Beneficiaries of DEI. And whenever I say they're the beneficiaries of it, I mean like 90% of the money and the advantages of DEI go to white women. That's it.
Their pockets.
It's kind of crazy.
So even if you support these DEI, even if you think, oh, it should go to the Native Americans, it doesn't go to the Native Americans.
Yeah. So even if you...
I believe him, and you know why? He had to put a wig on to get this information, so I believe him.
If you want the money to go to them, they still don't get it. It's crazy. 60% of DEI hires are white women, same as affirmative action. Yep. I heard it's even higher. I heard it's a lot higher than that, but it's a massive amount.
We went to California and interviewed the Native Americans, and they want all these people to go to jail.
There's only...
Damn.
That's crazy.
You've got to remember, a lot of Native Americans voted for Trump. Do you remember, like, where is this?
A lot of different nationalities voted for Trump. A lot of different nationalities. You know why? Because he was the only candidate that didn't have his head up his ass. That's why. That's why. I didn't vote for the fucker, but I was just kind of along for the ride, because that's kind of what we are. Even now, we're still just along for the ride. Bro could choose to nuke Russia tomorrow and cause a nuclear war that can wipe out all life on this planet. And you know what we can do about it? Not a single fucking thing. There's not a single goddamn thing that you or me or anybody else can do about it.
If I can find it. Can I find a video with this? Oh no, I can't find it. It was him with like some Native American on the stage or something like that. Ah, fuck. I don't know if I can find it here, but
Damn, I was kind of hoping Aspen uploaded that video of him reacting to Here we go, right here. Right here.
iDubbbz big mad about me? Wait, really? I didn't even see this. I mean, I don't think anybody did. Seethes over Asmongold's popularity. Okay, here we go.
Oh. Someone else getting mad. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to find a very specific video, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I don't think so. Oh, here it is. Here it is right here. This is it right here.
I very rarely
Let's go.
Watch longer videos, but today we will make an exception. Today, I will break the rule. I investigated Minnesota's billion. That's a lot.
It's over $1 billion they found in fraud now.
The money. $1 billion fraud scandal. Here we go.
Of taxpayer money. This is all taxpayer money in Minnesota.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Bro, you remember I was saying last week this guy is based? This guy is awesome. This guy needs to run for president and get it.
Two groups of people.
Also accountable for this.
What was this money spent on?
1.26 million. What was that money spent? There aren't any kids.
Answer the question. Are there children?
These are all different facilities that these guys went to. They're all different facilities. It's all the same too.
Potentially the largest fraud scandal
There he
in
is,
US
Mr.
history is taking
Retard.
place in Minnesota, as literally billions of dollars have been
18.
funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses. So much fraud it could actually almost replace the entire GDP of Somalia. These fraudsters have
So the GDP of Somalia, that's crazy. So we brought, wow.
worked hand in hand with the Minnesota government as
The
they
whole
enabled
country.
billions of dollars to be given to
Bro, they make it in their own
fraudulent
country in
businesses
here.
underneath welfare purposes. Some of this money eventually landed in the hands of terrorist groups.
This is what you're defending, by the way. If you're against what I'm saying, you are defending sending money to Somalia that the largest funder of the Al-Shabaab is the Minnesota taxpayer. I personally don't want my money to go towards funding Somalian terrorist groups. I don't want that. I think that's a waste of my money.
All right, we'll check it out after this.
In Somalia, like
think
the
it's a waste of my money.
Al-Shabaab and others enrich themselves
that's
all at
just
the U.S.
me.
taxpayers' expense.
I don't know what to
and
say.
In this video, we will break down all of the fraud from start to finish, from going to the fraudulent businesses and confronting the people who are making millions of dollars from the government. And we will also be confronting the incompetent government leaders who let this fraud happen. And to make this happen, I met up with a man who's been doing his own investigation for years now, as he has seen the fraud firsthand. His name is David. Let's get into this and be prepared to be shocked.
All right,
David has all the info.
How deep is this fraud here inside?
We've seen this part, but
It is
I'll just play
far
through it for the
worse
video.
than anybody can imagine. You heard it's 7 to 10 billion and maybe more, and now the numbers have been revised and put
It's
out there
probably like
publicly
12,
that
right?
they think it's more like 8 billion. How I got involved.
And this is from one state, by the way. You realize that any time one of these senators decides that they're going to do something like this in different states, it could be, we could be sending so much taxpayer money, not even to our own government, but to a different government, and we don't even know it yet.
that where my office is here in Minneapolis, and
Jesus.
sort of in the heart of all of this fraud.
And you have to keep in mind that the amount of fraud that they're talking about is the fraud that they've detected. Do you really think that they've detected all of the fraud? Come on.
It was like that one video where that African guy was in that business, right? He was in that business on that police video, that body cam video, where a guy was being belligerent because his wife had like taken her own life. And the guy was there, and there was an African dude that could barely speak English behind the desk of a center that's supposed to be keeping fraud from Americans. You don't see a problem there, guys? Come on. Let's be real. Something's going on there.
And I would see these child care centers. I said, well, there aren't any kids there. It's the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And all I see are a couple of guys standing.
They don't see a conflict of interest. It's not staring you in the face or anything. It's not there.
Smoking.
Yeah.
And then I'd go by another daycare and I'd see the same thing. I said, well, where do these kids play? And so I started to go online and look, and I said, this place is licensed for 80 children.
Wow.
They had zero.
What's crazy is they get double the money because they getting paid to run that business, and they're scamming Americans out of their fucking money.
Children. Every time I went by there,
Damn.
they never had a single child there. Then I started to see all these transportation companies going around, and it was always a Somali driver. And I said, well, that's great. They're out there transportation.
Yeah,
contributing,
great. Wow.
But they never had a passenger. Never, ever once. And I said, well, what is all this transportation?
Well, it's a transportation company where they're transporting themselves to and from Walmart. Makes
What
sense.
are they doing? So then I found out that in Minnesota, they
I
have
didn't even know
something
about the transportation thing.
called non-emergency medical transportation. So this is going to the dentist's office, therapy,
Yep.
whatever it might be. And I said, well, how many of these companies are there? And the research came back that there are 1,020 of them, and more than 800 of them are Somali-owned. Nobody from the
That's-
state of
Wow.
Minnesota ever cross-checks to see if any.
So that's like almost like 80%. It's like high 70% of this are all Somalian owned.
rides were ever actually provided. All they did was write the check.
And by the way, this is happening in other parts of the country by other migrant groups too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this happens in Texas with illegal immigrants, probably from South America, right, or Mexico. To think that this is only happening.
And what's crazy, this is how they're able to buy houses that we can't afford. Because what they'll do is they'll start up these businesses, get the taxpayers' dollars to funnel into these businesses. They take that money, they buy houses, and slowly but surely over the past 4 years, they have managed to skyrocket all of our prices for everything. It's insane. It's actual insanity that we let these foreign immigrants do this to our own country. It's sad.
Happening in Minnesota with Somalia is just the most naive thing that you could possibly believe. This is happening everywhere. And the reason why it's being allowed to happen is because people are afraid of being called racist. That's the reason why. That's the only reason.
So right here we have all this paperwork. And how are you getting all this information about the fraud?
A lot of it is through my own research, and then I have some contacts at the Capitol going back to many,
so much
years.
about this. Elon's
so
doing a good
data that I'm
thing.
getting is 100% accurate, coming directly from research done by people at the state capitol.
All this paperwork right here, what are we looking at?
The areas of fraud that I have numbers for are mostly related to childcare. This is massive fraud that is beyond anyone's imagination, the scope. And so, for example, there's a childcare not far from here in Minneapolis that has two childcares listed at the same address, and together they're licensed supposedly for 120 children.
Wow.
I have never seen a single child there ever, and I've been by that place at least 100 times.
How convenient.
These Somalians, these groups are setting up these daycares, these childcare centers, getting money from the government, but there's no kids.
No kids. Never had any of them. They're all fraught with violations. And
let's go, and because they go to these locations. They go to these locations and ask questions. Here we go. Holy shit, how much?
In 2022, they got 7.
Money have these childcare centers received?
So this childcare place, this one alone,
moved in 6 months. None of them. In 2020, one of them received 1.3 million. In 2021, they got 987,000. In 2022, they got 714,000.
So they're getting millions.
They're getting all, and the reason why he's giving out these numbers is because, like, this facility has 2 different child cares under the same roof. So they're not only committing the fraud once, they're doing it twice.
Dollars for this.
And that's the last I have.
What a
for that
scam.
one. And then the other one, 1.604 million in fiscal year 2025. Fiscal year 2024.
Look at it. Their income like doubled in 1 year. How many of you guys had your income double in 1 year, even though you did the same job? Apparently, that American dream is reserved only for Minnesota Somalians. And I'm sure other illegal aliens.
And you guys were, and people were wondering why some of these governors, some of these senators were getting so scared when Trump was like, yeah, we're going to bring in Doge. This is why. Because whenever you start forcing these dumb fucks to have a paper trail, you start realizing how bad the trail looks.
And other criminals.
You notice that it only started in the year 2023.
Me too.
They got about 800,000, and in fiscal year 2023, they got $904,059. This place right here. Yes.
That place got $5 million in 3 or 4 years.
Well, this is actually 2 daycares are registered here. One of them is Mako, which you see on this sign. The other one is Mini Child Care Center. And between the 2 of these child care centers, they're pulling in about $3 million a year.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
And there are no children. Every facility that you go to, the windows will be blocked out so you can't see in.
What kind of a daycare blacks out the windows? Like, that's like a prison.
Here, you won't see a single child at any of these facilities.
There are indeed
No windows. All the windows are blacked out right here. All right, let's go in.
Oh, wow. You can't even open the door.
The child care center is locked. Should we ring the doorbell? Try to get in, ring the doorbell. Nobody showed up.
Look at this. This is supposed to be for kids, bro. Like, if this is for kids, this is a horror movie. What the fuck is this?
7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. it says here on their sign, yet there's absolutely nobody here. And this building here, right here, has generated millions of dollars, and it seems like business isn't even open right now, and it's a weekday. And if this was a daycare center, it wouldn't just be in some industrialized building. There would be maybe like a playground or something outside. Or...
Yeah, sure.
There's no play area for the kids.
Yeah.
So where are the kids?
They read.
Where's
they have to go read.
How can there be nobody here? And it's like this every single day. I've never seen a single child here. In 9 years, I've never seen a single child at this building. Right there.
9 years? How? What the
fuck? Got the Somalis coming through.
Yeah, they're coming. The word's out.
Hello, is this your daycare?
No. Can you tell us why there are no children? Have you ever seen children at this child care center?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Doesn't know if she's ever seen a child here.
She works there, but she has no idea.
Oh, wow.
And the fraud only gets more from...
Wow, what a surprise.
From here, make sure you stay till the very end of this video to see exactly how much fraud we find by the time we are done. And before we go to the next location, I want to show you something super interesting about the flags of Minnesota.
And here in Minnesota, if you take a look at the Minnesota state flag,
they changed it.
They recently changed it, and it very much so resembles the flag of Somalia. And
big surprise.
Is this
care center? How much money has this one generated?
This one, in fiscal year 2025, $1,042,059.
Oh my God.
In fiscal year 2024.
It's called ABC Learning Center. Always be cheating. Look at that. They're viewers.
For $1,059,078.
That's amazing.
In fiscal year 2023, $727,336.
This next one is literally 1 block away, and this one's
Are you kidding me?
Nearly
Bro, they set up these places like they're fucking subways.
in the past 3 years. Let's see if there's any children.
$8 million.
This one had 8. Damn.
Here we go.
This one almost had double.
To ABC Learning Center.
ABC Learning Center. There it is. And it's right next to a home health care. It's actually a fucking racket.
All the windows.
Look at it. Yeah,
out.
they're all blacked out. This is how is it that like this is not normal that you have like a children's learning center and everything's blacked out like it's a fucking prison. They're scam maxing. Hey, AB. Bro, look at this. This is like
they even have like newspapers over the friggin' door. Hey, what the hell is that?
This is like what is this? Alex Jones' house? They got tinfoil over the windows. What the hell is this? They trying to stop the Jewish space lasers.
Right?
This door is locked.
This facility is licensed for 40 children.
Oh, God.
0 children. I've come by this place 100 times. I've never seen a child here, ever. The only thing I've ever seen is someone standing outside smoking.
What's crazy about this is that last daycare center is that green building right there. And the other daycare center right now is right here.
That's crazy.
These buildings should be operating as they're receiving literally millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, somebody actually answered the door.
Oh,
hello.
Wow.
Can we speak?
Wait, they're coming in through this little, like, what is this? Hello?
That's crazy.
Who is it? What is this? What do you want?
I would like to check a child in the daycare.
Why?
Why do you think? Try later.
Where can I get paperwork to file for my son? I wanted to put my son Joey in daycare.
And after a few questions, the lady went silent.
Looks like little Joey
Wow.
Joey ain't going to daycare here. And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Child Care.
We're in the middle.
Sweet Angel Child Care.
Jesus
of a strip mall here inside of this.
Sweet Angel
in
Child
fiscal year 2025, this
we
facility,
saw part of this one,
which says it's licensed for 74 kids, was paid $1.2 million.
Wow.
Whoa!
and there are no kids, and all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door.
I want to put my son Joey in daycare.
Another door where everything is blacked out. Like, I don't know how this isn't.
What a great way to make it seem like it's a childcare place than to like black out the windows like this and put like the stickers of like the kids playing, right? They didn't even put this shit on right. It's upside down.
You could possibly have that you're blacking out all of the windows. Really? It's so obvious.
Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
And also, no, this is a good point. The picture here is upside down. What is this kid, Spider-Man? How's he holding it from the upside down? Look at that. See, it's the same picture. It's just upside down. This is crazy.
No,
he's autistic.
I put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed. No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
Yeah?
It says it's licensed for 74
Not even
children.
trying to hide it? Nope.
Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website.
Uh-oh.
You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
He's there. Kids there. What's
How many?
I don't know.
No.
You don't know?
Yeah.
You worked here. Okay, well, then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
I guess those...
No!
These are the sweet angels, guys.
Look at that. They're all Somalian, too. All Somalian.
To the sweet angels. This is nice.
I'm the owner.
Do you put your kid here in this daycare?
No.
There is one child in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know if this is a legit business.
Me, I'm scared of you too. How come I explain everything?
You're scared of me?
What?
Why?
Because of your curry.
Because of my color. You said you're scared of me because of my color. Does that make you a racist?
Yeah, no.
No.
Well, you said that you're scared of him because of his color.
Because of your skin color.
Because of my color.
I'm not racist. I just don't like you because of that.
You said you're scared of me because of my color. That makes you a racist.
Yeah.
So right
well,
now,
there it is.
They're all getting mad because he's showing the paperwork.
They're all
of
getting
his
mad.
business being registered as a business. 74 children. No children. We saw one child.
And you can see him in the background, bro.
What's great about this, because of how viral this video went, you know that there are Americans out there that are going to go to these places and they are going to harass, they're going to torment, and they're going to push these people out of their little hidey holes. Because all these locations, with how many people saw this, the fact that it was on Fox News, whenever you have this kind of like hidey hole and someone blows the lid off of it, well, that's just a W Patriot right there now, ain't it, boys?
Did you open up the door?
We'll get another one, bro. It's a ninja. We got ourselves... This guy's in here for Ninja Gaiden, bro. He's dressed up ready to rob a bank. But they're already robbing... Well, they are. It's the Bank of Minnesota.
And I want to see every scam that's like this in America get shut down. We need more of these YouTubers to go out and get these fuckers out of their holes. We need to expose these corrupt government officials and get them out. Get them out, put them in jail where they belong. Put them in jail for fucking treason.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What
The
was
sweet
that?
angels.
There aren't any kids.
Wow.
I'm the kids.
Well, then why are you talking for the owner?
Security? Maybe that's
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm not understand what you're talking about.
Do you have a child here?
No.
Does anybody?
No.
Where are
No.
the 74 kids? Did you
No.
lose them? Did you lose these kids? Do I need to call
You know
someone?
this guy's been itching to ask questions for so long. You know he's been itching to ask questions for so long. He just hasn't had like the mentality to do it. He's been showing up there for years and just been like, man, I want to do it today. I want to do it today. And this just kind of fed him 100%.
Do I need to issue an Amber Alert for missing children?
Uh-huh.
Are these children missing? It's not my business that children are missing. 74 infants and toddlers preschool.
The proof's right there. There's no children anywhere.
From the state of Minnesota, right here.
They pulled that, from what I understand, he pulled it from a government page. So like,
how about that, guys?
Wow.
I think we're moving on to the next location. Have a good day.
As we continue to show the blatant fraud that was taking place here in Minnesota, Somalis started following us around the city.
What?
Really?
By the Somalis. This is another daycare center. Absolutely.
Wait, what? They're like, guys, they're on to us. Quick, hide it. Is this human trafficking? Well, no, because there's nobody there. It's just fraud.
Signage, and there's no footprints in the snow of children playing outside. $5 million.
yeah, there's not even footprints going up to the facility.
That's $9 million in 2 years. 5.9 million they received.
Wow.
15 mil.
5.9 million. That's crazy.
And now we have a group of Somalis telling us in our vehicle right now.
From this daycare center, we head over to the infamous Quality Learning Center.
This is just, bro. This is like out of Breaking Bad. Really? Like, this is so fucking ridiculous. How is it even real? No windows, the Learning Center, yes!
Which actually spells quality.
Actually, it's not out of Breaking Bad. It's out of Reno 9/11.
Center on the outside of their sign. That's how blatant this fraud is here at this.
It's a joke, bro.
So this is Quality Learning Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Don't open
They
up.
said. They spelt learning wrong.
Don't open up.
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Don't open up.
Ma'am, what do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Don't open up. We have ice.
Oh my god, what's wrong with these fucking morons? We need to take these people and send them back when we get all these immigrants out of here, man. We got to send them. You got to be like, look, we'll send you to any country in the world you want to go to, but just be aware that once you do this, you renounce your citizenship as an American.
And what do you think about this place being licensed for 99 children?
Don't open up.
And getting $4 million.
You retard, they're taking your taxpayer dollars.
NPC Karens.
$4 million.
Two groups of people.
She obviously knows who's in there. She's saying ICE is here. See, what should happen is that they should get ICE to beat down the doors that are in those facilities and deport everyone that's there. And they should seize those assets, sell them off, and return that to the taxpayers in money with a big dividend or something.
Usual suspects, white women.
In the last 2 years.
Go away.
What do you think about that? Are you in favor?
Away.
Are you in favor of that?
Go away.
You know
You're not welcome here. Shame on you.
Are you in favor of $1.9 million going illegally, fraudulently to
Karens
his
of
business
doom?
that his Quality Learning Center, but can't even spell learning right on the door?
Don't open up.
Ma'am, we are not ICE.
NPCs.
I don't care who you are. You don't belong here.
I belong here just like you belong here.
Don't open up. It's ice.
You do.
Can we make some kind of deal to deport the Karens too? No, I think that really the way you saw do.
Have you ever seen children at that daycare center right there?
This guy.
Yeah, it's right there. It says the child. You've never seen daycare.
I haven't seen anybody in there.
We're going to educate you on something. So what do you think about this daycare center? They spelled learning wrong. They've received over $1.9 million this year alone, and they're supposed to have 99 children here.
I don't see it.
Have you ever seen any children here?
None, not at all.
No.
None.
This year they got 1.9 million. Last year they got 1.5 million of.
Oh, I guess that lady finally fucked off.
We just want to know where.
What a moron.
Right.
Where are the children?
I don't see them. I've been here since 2017. I haven't seen anybody like
Never
that here.
seen a child here.
No, not at all.
And so you've
8
never
years.
seen a child here for 8 years?
Nope, not at all.
That's crazy.
And how does that make you feel knowing that this place is receiving $1.9 million?
Disgusting.
Damn,
I mean,
base.
what the hell? They stealing the money. That's a federal grant too. That's if they get caught for that's a federal offense.
He's still thinking that the law applies.
See,
to
these are the reason why grants have gone down, and it's harder to get grants if you're trying to go to college. If you can't afford to go to college and you apply for a grant like I did, and you don't get one because either most of them are for women, or there for like some weird fucking subset of class, like a foreigner. And if you're like, whenever I tried to get a grant to go to college, I couldn't. Like, the reason why this fires me up so much is because this directly affected me. I tried to find a fire department to go into, but no one was really hiring white males. They were all looking for DEI hires because of the government funding that they would be getting. And then whenever I tried to get grants, I ended up having to take out a subsidized student loan because I couldn't get a grant because all the grants were for, like, other minorities. And the grants that I did try to apply to as a white male, not only did I not receive, I had to go through all kinds of hurdles to do it. I had to write an essay that was like 1,000 words. It was so stupid. It was like a slap in the face.
No, the law doesn't apply to them. They don't have to follow the rules.
I studied law.
Yeah.
Do you think Tim Walz should go to jail for all the fraud that he's enabled?
No, here's the crazy part. So the government automatically gives them funding. Like, it automatically gives them food stamps and, like, free housing. And then what they do is they use those food stamps and they use that free housing to get themselves a fucking job or to make a business like this. And then they start turning around and taking all that money and they send it to their foreign country, or they take it and that's why you got these people on food stamps running around with like fucking designer handbags. And it's like, what the fuck?
Here in his state.
It's a huge fucking scam. Our own government is being used against us.
Yeah. He's got to be held accountable for this.
See, do you think that the American population is ready and willing to put a sitting governor in jail?
You see, he's thinking short term. You see, what should happen is that they should be crucified and the cross should be staked out on the White House lawn. Because if you want to come in here and ruin the lives of Americans that need this money and send it overseas to these fucking terrorists, charge them with treason, give them the death penalty, set up a stand outside of the White House, stake these fuckers on a cross, put them on the White House lawn, and sell seats. That's what you need to do with these motherfuckers. I went into burning buildings as a living. Other immigrants, other people, other Americans have joined the army and fought and died for this country. Watch their friends or even their family members die, like their brothers or sisters die for this country. And our country needs to be held to a higher standard. Our congressmen need to be held to a higher fucking standard than sitting here, coming in and advocating for these fucking illegal motherfuckers to come in here, take all of our money that we fucking slave for in this shit economy to send overseas. I made less money when I worked 110 hours as a firefighter than I did as if I worked fucking 70 because of how much tax money they were taking out of my check. They were taking almost $1,000 out of my fucking check. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing, guys?
I don't think that they're ready for that. Even though that's what has to happen.
It may not happen, but you know what will happen? It's already started happening. It's already started happening. It has. Look at Luigi Mandaloni. Look at the guy that went and shot up that center that he thought was an NFL station. Look at the guy that went and killed Kirk. Look at the guy that went and shot up the ICE facilities. At what point do these fuckers get scared enough to stop letting this happen? You have people now working themselves damn near to death. And then paying into these insurance companies that won't put out. And now it's getting to a point where people work themselves almost to death and they can't even afford a house or rent. They can't go to the grocery store and afford a fucking living anymore. What do you think is going to happen whenever some radical who sees what's going on loses their job or is working so much they never get to see their family, their wife and kids leaves them, and even though they're still working, they still lose their fucking apartment or their house, and they strap a fucking suicide vest onto their fucking chest and they walk into one of these facilities. What do you think is going to fucking happen? Like, when does it end? Why can't we be proactive to prevent this? What do you think is going to happen when you take everything away from somebody? They're going to do something drastic. It happens all the fucking time. Why can't we be proactive with this? Why does everything in this fucking economy have to be reactive? Why? It makes no sense.
I don't think they're ready for it yet. Now, we're getting there. We are getting there. But it's got a ways to go. Let's say that.
I mean, there's no rhyme or reason what's going on.
That's the issue that the Americans are silently stewing over. It's not putting these people in jail because it's not going to happen. It's when the next Luigi's going to happen. When the next killer's going to happen. That's what we're waiting on. I don't want to see this. I want this shit to change. I want to get these corrupt motherfuckers out of the government before they start getting killed. That's what I want. They're safer in prison. Because if I think this, think about how many other Americans think this. Think about how many other Americans that aren't on medications, that need to be on medications, that can't afford it because they can't fucking afford anything, that go and actually do something. Think about that. It only takes one schizo to turn up a shitstorm. It only takes one.
Simple. It's nothing there.
It doesn't take a lot. It just takes one.
And look, they even spelled learning wrong on their sign for a place that's supposed to be educating children.
That's crazy. I mean, who runs it? Who supposedly runs it?
Somalians.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh no.
And he can say that because every name that is on the... Because, like, these facilities have names of who owns them. It's Somalian. It's a Somalian name. You look up the fucking picture on these fucking... These locations, a fucking Somali picture pops up.
Oh my god. Well,
oh, but that's racist. Oh yeah, go suck a dick, bitch.
I've never seen nobody here at all.
So how long have you been living here?
Since 2017.
You've never seen a single child walk in that building?
No, not at all.
Never.
So this big daycare center is literally just a place to traffic money. $1.9 million just this year alone. And this guy's been living here for 8 years and has never seen a single child walk through those doors. There's no windows either.
No.
And the only window they do have, the door, is blacked out.
Yep, I see that. I've never seen anybody go in there.
Within just a few hours, we nearly approached $20 million in fraud, and we headed over to George Floyd's neighborhood to expose more of the fraud.
George Floyd's neighborhood. Oh,
I'm not surprised. And you know what's really sad? The money that goes to these daycares is supposed to be what makes the cost of putting your child in a daycare lower. But because these centers have popped up all over the fucking place, these daycare centers, the money that is being allocated to them from the government is being stretched thinner and thinner. And that's the reason why it's so expensive to put these kids in daycares now. It all has a trail. All of it. It all has a trail. It all goes and starts somewhere.
This is so fucking pathetic, it's funny. Oh my god, wow. Thank you very much, Kirshi, for the raid. I appreciate it. We have...
For 2024, they received $3 million. So in 2 years, they got
Looks like a leftist spawn point.
$6.7 million, claiming they have 90 children.
I think that is.
Every day of the week, 5 days.
I mean...
Is a god.
Yeah, it is.
And the reason I'm involved is I want it to stop. I care about Minnesota. I'm doing this for the people of Minnesota. I don't make a dime off all this time I've spent on this.
Even if there are 90 kids, it's a lot of money, no? I don't know.
But I'm determined to see this through and to correct what is wrong, what is evil.
Here at Future Leaders Early Learning Center, this building received over $3 million.
Wow.
Hello, how are you? I would like to see if I could bring little Joey, my son, little Joey here. Is there paperwork?
Man, that's a nice facility too. It's even got like hand-drawn paint stuff on the walls. Like, are they taking these facilities that are already popped up and just reallocating them to this, or like, are they making these facilities from scratch?
Care? No.
Jesus Christ.
No.
They're not
Future
Arab.
leader.
They're Somalians. Every one of these places, they're all run by Somalians. It's because the chairman of Somalia is like Ilham Omar. It all stems from this. This is what happens whenever you put a fucking an immigrant that hasn't renounced their fucking citizenship to a foreign country.
Huh?
It sucks because Minnesota used to be a fucking proud state. Look at it now.
Check out.
Who's this young guy? Nick Shirley.
It's crawling with cancer.
Absolute bona fide 100% patriot. You love to see it. I'll link you guys a video right now. Usually I do it at the end of this, but this is a long video and we've been watching it for a while. Make sure to give him a sub and give the video a like. Dude, look, it's like a half door.
What the fuck is that? Dude, there's even like a receptionist desk. Like, how are there people here? What do you do all day?
They just sawed off the side of a door. Uh-oh. It's aggro, yep.
Himself in one of these centers here, because there's...
So why are you asking us about
the fraud? Yeah, because we want to make sure we're going to legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a Joey spot.
This is not a Joey spot.
But this is we can't let you guys see. So.
Oh, okay.
It makes you wonder what the fuck they're doing in there. What the hell are they doing in there, you know? Do they have like call scam centers or something going on in there? Like what is going on in there?
Thank you,
man.
Because you notice so far they haven't been let into any of these facilities.
And little Joey, he can't even go to daycare, and now they won't even accept him if he has autism.
And again,
that's
kids.
crazy.
Couldn't tell you how many kids they serve.
After being
And you didn't see or hear any kids either. Like, you go to a daycare, I bet there's kids running around screaming. So even if you didn't see any of them, you would have heard them. You didn't hear them. I wonder why.
Provide no evidence of them actually being an autism center in a place where a child could go. They shut the door and we headed to the next fraudulent daycare center that was just around the corner.
We're on to the next.
It's kind of crazy how these are all popped up right around themselves.
Location. We're still trying to find little Joey a place to go to get some daycare.
So where we're going now is a place called Super Kids Daycare Center.
Super
Interestingly,
Kids.
This daycare center was shut down when it was called Creative Minds Daycare.
Oh.
And it had received $2.45 million this fiscal year.
Oh, so what they're doing is, that would make sense. So what they're doing is they're trying to rack up as much money as they can before the violations get the place shut down, and then they just pop up with a new facility. That's crazy.
They had to shut down because there were so many violations, and they
So they just renamed it? Oh my god. This is insane. Do you really think multi-million fraud these Somalis did themselves without U.S. politics coming with the idea of keeping them as a front? Why are they putting you on the spot, these low-level mules? I think that it's something that's probably rotten at every level.
It needs to be put on the spot. These low-level mules, because it pushes the grass back and reveals the fire. It shows that it's just a front, and these politicians are fucking lying, and that there's a lot going on that you're unaware of. It shows that the reason why you're paying so much whenever you go to the grocery store is because nobody has your best interest in mind. That's why. And it gets people like this. It starts at the bottom, and hopefully you can yank the cord long enough that it yanks the person at the top.
Of operation. Like I think the government is allowing it by a mix of apathy and also identity politics. I think that there are probably high-level decision makers that are potentially Americans that are making money off of these people doing it.
I agree.
And I think that there are low-level people that are just initiating the scams on a daily basis that are clocking in the same as they would for any other job, except for this job is to scam the government. Like I think it's the whole way down. It's not like there's one group doing it. I think they're all doing it.
Went and 3801 Portland, 3801 Portland,
Yep.
which is where we are.
So that's fraud right there alone.
Wait, didn't even change the sign?
Millions and millions of dollars, and again, the kids
Wait.
are missing. Where are the kids?
You'd think if they had the same address, that whoever's inside or working at the Capitol here inside of Minnesota would just say, oh, maybe that's a red flag.
Wait, so wait a minute. Did they not? Oh my God, you're right.
They didn't even change the name.
They said it's Super Kids Daycare because Creative Minds got shut down. So they're still using the old name. Bro.
An $18 billion surplus. This biennium, we have a $6 billion deficit. That's a $24 billion swing in one biennium. How in the world can you
Not doing
burn
Mythic
through
Plus anymore? They're going for
$24 billion
raids?
in 2
True.
years?
With sending money to a foreign terrorist company or organization, excuse me. So disgusting. And that's what needs to happen. And then you need to try the individual people that are like following the orders for some other sort of crime, whether it's
I agree. If you're at a job and you're doing something you don't feel comfortable with, you need to step away from that job. Like, unless you're in the military, whatever that job is, it ain't worth.
Conduct, gross negligence. I don't really care.
That's the reason why I stepped away from the fire department that I was at, because like the amount of hours they were pushing, someone's gonna die, dude. Like, there's no fucking way. There's a reason why the fire department schedule is set up the way it is supposed to be set up. It's because it gives you enough time to rest. And at that department, by the way, probably the only one in Houston that has that schedule. Fuck that schedule.
Charge them with, it doesn't really matter to me. But the end result needs to be that they go to jail for like, I don't know, I'd say minimum 10 years, right? Like minimum, probably better to be like 20. But like, that's what I would say. Clinton in jail. That never happened. You didn't even try to do that. Maybe he couldn't have locked her down on something, but you could have arrested her. You could have like, he could have absolutely made her life a living hell. Did he do any of that? No, he didn't. He's not willing to do it. He's not that guy. You need another guy. I don't think J.D. Vance is that guy either. J.D. Vance still exists and is willing to play games with their optics and their rhetoric. See, I said this before whenever we got to this part, whenever I was watching the highlights. You need to hold these individual police officers accountable legally for assisting in fraud. I don't think that we really have a definitive guy. $50 million, bro. Oh my God.
And they actually took down information to give us a rate. However, when we left, we were then met with the police.
We received a complaint that matching your description, we're in this building harassing the individuals who...
See, I said this before whenever we got to this part, whenever I was watching the highlights. You need to hold these individual police officers accountable legally for assisting in fraud.
And you know what's crazy? Is that because these facilities are taking in taxpayer money, that makes them public buildings. They're not private businesses. They're public buildings because they're taking in funding from the government. So based on that classification, you can record there.
And as accessories.
It's the same thing with hospitals, though. Like, it's you could end up breaking laws, not realizing it if you record at a hospital. You could violate HIPAA. Like, there's a lot more that goes into, like, a hospital. But, like, when it comes to this...
crimes, you have to hold the individual police officers accountable. Until you're willing...
Is there any other reason that you guys are here?
Well, we were checking rates.
No, he's not.
We were checking rates. We asked for rates.
No, you're not.
Okay. I'm going to have, if you guys are all good, we're going to step outside and we can continue this conversation.
All right, let's leave. So, all right, we're getting escorted out right now. The police have arrived. When we were checking out the rates, seeing what was happening inside this building, no one would really speak with us. We did go inside the one daycare center, and she actually did give us rates for...
Somebody says they disagree. The government needs to have better measures to prevent fraud. You're right. This problem has to be addressed from multiple directions. You have to look at the systemic government functionality and their systems, and the way that their systems enable this fraud to happen in the first place.
You have Den Eritrean Youth Development Association of Minnesota. Another
Eritrean? Oh, that's a place in Africa.
Look at these facilities. These facilities are amazing. Just imagine if they actually had fucking kids there. Like, these facilities look top notch. These are like kept up, well cleaned facilities.
Center. But what do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Sorry.
No comment.
No comments. Can I please?
Right here, you have Serenity.
Serenity. Okay, here we go.
These businesses are literally the same type of business, providing the same service in the same building. Another Convenience Home Healthcare, Aid Inc., and child-friendly space. All these companies get money from the government. Why would you have
cops are being paid off 1,000%? No, they're not.
Of the same building.
The cops are following orders, and the orders are being given to them by lawmakers. And
what kind of fraud are they committing?
So there's false documentation being submitted to the state of Minnesota for services never provided.
So somebody asked, what would you do if you're the police instead? What would you have the police do instead if you were them? What would be your course of action? Genuinely curious. I would create a situation where the police would be afraid to defend these places because they would be worried about being persecuted. This would cause the police to leave and completely disband the police force. This would allow the companies and the people in the area.
So, what he's saying is a form of acceleration. He wants to accelerate this.
To be effectively completely lawless and turn it into anarchy. That would make it completely chaotic, and these people would then become terrorized by the people that are in this community that they are somehow trying to enable, right? And so the goal is for that to happen and to make it as unpleasant and awful for them as possible, so that way they realize the mistake that they've made.
What's crazy is that by this man publishing this video, and he made $128 million off this video on YouTube, by the way. This video that Asman is reacting to went so viral, it's on Fox News. Every media publisher should be talking about this video right now. You know why? Because it affects every American. That's not only in Minnesota, but everywhere in the country. You know why? Because it's not just Minnesotan tax dollars that are going towards that. It's ours, all of ours. Texas, fucking Mississippi, Florida, Minnesota, Alaska. Everybody's tax dollars are going towards this. And here's the best part. Because he showed the locations and the addresses to these places, people can actually get bang for their buck now. They can drive out there, and I'm sure they already have, and start harassing these people. Make it as uncomfortable as it can be for them to be here. As uncomfortable as it can be.
That's the goal.
If they hit you, you hit back. I'm not advocating for violence, but I'm going to end it.
It's accelerationism. It is. Yeah, this is the goal. Because, and again, that's not really feasible, no? Well, I mean, I don't know about that. Why not?
He should turn this list into ICE. So that way, whenever ICE gets to Minnesota, they know exactly where to go. Because I guarantee you that these companies are also helping illegal immigrants make IDs. So that way they could get into society. They're probably looking up like dead people. They're trying to get their like social so that way they can start pulling in more government money with like food stamps and stuff. I guarantee you that's what's going on. They probably print licenses or IDs there. Like maybe forge paperwork. I mean, these businesses could be used for anything. Like the front of that building is probably only scratching the surface of how deep this goes. These could be like fraudulent call centers. These people could be doing anything.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Such a dumbass idea. It's not a dumbass idea at all. Yes, it's absolutely not. You have to hold people accountable for the decisions that they make. That's the problem. Yeah, what a terrible take. Why? Why is it a bad idea? The police officers need their jobs? Yeah, well, we need the money. Yeah, you have to hold people like this accountable. Because the real problem, and see, you don't understand like where this problem is coming from. The problem is coming from a population of people that are completely insulated from the consequences of any of this happening. And it's so displaced that they think that they're doing a good thing by enabling all of this crime. And so
I got something that may be a little bit more straightforward than that. It's because they're greedy and they're getting paid off. That's why. They're taking probably like a percentage of that $5 million that government is getting, and it's being forwarded into some offshore account, and then that is immediately going into some person's pocket that is in the government. I guarantee you that's what's happening. Guarantee you it's happening.
The real thing that I'm saying is that if you want to enable all of this crime, and you want to allow all of these people to blatantly break the law, then you shouldn't have the law to begin with. Why are we paying for police officers here? Why are we protecting you from your own bad decisions? That's the main issue. We disagree, give them what they want. They'll suffer with the rest of us because when it's blatantly going to fail, is failing, and people they were victimizing in the first place, well, they'll be victimizing themselves. Yeah, that's it. And so that won't work. It will only cause more suffering. Well, the suffering, you have to understand that like there's a goal to this, right? Is that the goal for it is for these people to either realize that they've made a mistake and that they are fucking morons, or for everybody else to see what when they sent all of the illegal aliens over to Martha's Vineyard and it shut down the entire area. So yeah, I think it would work. Personally, I think it would definitely work.
Just file those with the state of Minnesota, and nobody from the state of Minnesota bothers to check that those services were ever provided.
So they're essentially just using people saying that they had these services provided months or even years ago, then filing the paperwork and then receiving money from the government.
This is actually very similar to another fraud scheme.
You know, you're absolutely right. There always has to be bad in order for there to be good, and the rich know this. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, knows this better than anybody. The man literally slept in that facility where he was automating the cars, or making that factory that was going to automate cars, for months, years even, before he was finally able to get it up and running. He slept in that facility at his desk. He said that he would fall asleep at his desk, wake up, and get right back into work. You're absolutely right, Nigel. You're absolutely right. Any rich person who's had to work for what they earned knows this.
Happens here
Fucking
in
Nepo
Texas,
babies.
where people go and they find...
I feel like if you're rich and you die, I feel like a percentage of that money should go to your loved ones, but the rest of it, like, I'm talking like less than 25%. When are you ever going to use $1 million, like $500 million? When are you ever going to blow through $500 million? Hell, for most people, $100,000 is enough for them to make a business and go somewhere with it. Like, come on.
Children.
I feel like if you die and you have over a certain amount of money, everything past like 200 mil should just be donated to charity. They should just take it and donate it all to Americans.
Illegal aliens, and they claim the children of the illegal aliens on their tax forms in order to get child tax credits. This is just another.
Yo, think about that. Think about like the fact that they have 290 children that are supposed to be going to this facility, and they write those kids off, and they get a nice big fat tax check at the end of the year too. Think about that. Think about how crazy that is.
Permutation of that's happening in Minnesota.
And the Somali community is a very closed community, so everybody's in on it, and they don't want to talk, as you can see.
And for this building, I'm going to give an estimate of around $30 million for how much fraud is taking place. That is a very low estimate. However, still a lot of money in fraud.
And do you think there is fraud taking place here?
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what any of these businesses are doing?
I never ask.
And now with upwards of $100 million in fraud, we
$100 million. Wow, that's a lot of money.
One more daycare.
Yeah.
And this one gets a little spicy.
I ain't gonna lie though, like, W to the Somalians that are like honest, because like not all of them are bad. Like not all of them have their heads up their ass. Some of them are just like You want to pay me how much to do what? Okay, I'll do that. Like, seriously, like, think about that. Like, if you're getting slapped with $100,000 to just sit there all day and do nothing, I'd probably do it. I'm not gonna lie. I would do it, 100%. Fuck, I'd do that in a heartbeat.
As we get chased out at the very end.
Oh.
And after this, we'll be heading to the state capitol to confront the incompetent government leaders who have enabled this fraud to happen.
And I knew this video was going to be super dangerous to film because of obviously how hostile it is, and as we are exposing...
It's not even just that. Think about how big of a target this guy would have had if he was a well-known YouTuber. If a well-known YouTuber, like if Asman or Hassan did something like this, they would have been dead. You know why? Because Tim Walz is involved in all this. You have government and senators that have amassed millions of dollars worth of wealth invested into these companies. And you can't tell me they're not invested. Like, who better to scam the U.S. government out of money than a senator? Come on.
Fraud happening. I did get security for this video.
Uh-oh.
And I was able to do it through the Black Line Guardian.
Yeah, I bet.
And if you guys want to help fund my...
2, but 3 child care centers, and is licensed to hold 102 children, and in fiscal year 2025 was paid $2.66 million by the state of Minnesota.
And this is the building right here. So this building alone made $2.6 million. Let's see if anybody's inside. Now we're inside of the building where there's apparently 4 child care centers.
We met this lady and we followed her to the back of the building where the
Sorry, visitors, sorry, no entry if face mask.
What the fuck? If no face mask. They are aware that they can't do this anymore, right?
Oh boy.
Supposedly at.
So right here we have 2 child daycare centers. We have the Minnesota Child Care Center, and then we also have Nuna. Between the two, $2.66 million.
How are they making money from the uneducated? Because they utilize their labor and they take advantage of them. They have them as cheap, basically indentured servants.
Yeah, think about this for a second. You know what's even crazier is they probably have stuff like this set up all over the country, and they're paying these fucking people that are illegal pennies on the dollar to just sit there and do nothing in these facilities. Think about that.
And then they have them work for slave wages, basically not slave wages, but like basically very, very low wages. And they have them do these menial jobs while maintaining a level of control over them that they wouldn't be able to do with an educated and informed population.
Even if they were educated and informed, they're there illegally, and they're smart enough to know that if they talk out of turn, their ass is going back. So,
Hi.
That's the way it works.
Yes. We would like to know.
Well, it says we're trying to figure out 102 children. Is that for this facility?
That's slavery? It's not slavery.
It's from the state of Minnesota website. It says you have 102 children here in your child care.
Which child?
Oh, here we go.
Minnesota child
Which
care.
child care one? Yeah, you got so many of them. Yeah, and what's hard to watch makes me so mad. I know. It's very ridiculous.
I love that they think that by covering up their face, their shit's still not going to be cooked. They have the locations and the addresses of these places. Like, you can just go to these places. He gave the website where you could literally look these places up and go there. I guarantee you these places are being bombarded with people showing up. I guarantee you. Because you know there's a penny pincher out there that is just like, nope, fuck that.
It's crazy. Indentured service. Yeah, I don't like using the word slavery because I think that slavery, like, you have to remember, like, slavery was so horrible and it was so evil. It's a crime against humanity, right? They used to
the fact that people even try to like, you realize that when you were if you were a slave, you had to live in fear knowing that if some white dude wanted your teeth, they would rip your fucking teeth out. Like, I don't think you realize how bad it. And this isn't just like a black thing. This was like every race had slaves, man. Like, I'm sorry, like even white people were slaves. That's just how it was. It sucks, and but like, come on.
Black people's teeth and give them to white people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's how bad it was. And that's just one example. There's a million others, right? And so I don't think you should really use the term slavery. That's why I try to usually correct myself or prevent myself from using it.
It's indentured servitude.
It's so serious and so bad that even something like this is very problematic and bad, but it doesn't...
It's not even... It's like whenever you're trying to solve this problem and you get called a fucking Nazi. Motherfucker, you don't know what Nazism means. First and foremost, if you're going online and you're calling people Nazi left and right, you don't know what that word means. There are some people that died that would piss themselves, literally. I'm not even making fun of anybody. I'm not trying to make light of the situation. That would literally piss themselves if they heard the word Nazi. That's how terrified they were of that regime. It shook the world what that regime did. It shook the world to its fucking knees. And you're sitting online as a keyboard fucktard, a lobotomite dumbass, a retard of retards calling everybody a fucking Nazi. You're an idiot. You're an imbecile. Go back to school. Learn what Nazism means. Learn what those people did. Learn what scorched earth was, you stupid fuck.
In comparison to what we used to
learn
do,
what
right?
slavery was.
Here, it's from the state of Minnesota's website.
You shouldn't downplay
We're just
that.
wondering where the children are.
Where the children are?
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding.
We? Well, yeah, like in
$2.5
America.
million last year. We're just wondering
Yeah,
where,
sure.
where the kids are.
And who are you?
Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
Uh-oh.
Which department? That is harassment.
Oh, we are from ourselves.
It's harassment.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. Look at that. Shut us down. Where are the children?
Oh my God.
No children inside of this.
That's the problem.
We have the paper here. So we're wondering, make you racist, Islamophobic. This is just the truth of what's happening here in Minnesota.
Well, it's fraud,
There's a
period.
bunch of white people doing the same thing. We'd be talking about the same issue.
Yeah.
This is just fraud at
I
unprecedented
mean, Tim
level
Walz is white, then he's in on it.
here inside
There
of
you
Minnesota.
go.
It's actually very...
That's the problem.
We have the paper here. So we're wondering where the money and where the children are at. We have the paper right here. Come here.
Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
You don't have any permission to record me. Period.
Can we talk
You
outside?
don't have permission to record.
She doesn't either have.
You
She
do
doesn't
not
have permission to record me.
you
I can
cannot
see
stop
that.
People on the street and question them.
We can ask.
You don't
where-
have any permission.
Where
I'll
are the
sue
children?
You. I will sue you. You don't have any
We'll
permission.
sue you.
Bitch, you ain't gonna sue nobody. You're gonna show up in court and they're gonna deport your ass. Just have ICE just hang around outside the fucking courthouse.
With this.
Okay. Oh, God.
So leave. Please leave.
Are there children here?
Please leave.
Where are the children? $2.6 million for a daycare center.
You
And they're
ask
recording again.
Whoever you think is doing that.
The guy's
you don't know
retarded?
what you're talking
Yeah, they
about.
are.
So leave. Leave.
Tell us what's happening here then.
I said leave.
We're wondering what's
We
happening.
are not a child care. We are nothing to do with it. We're common people walking. And
Yes.
You are.
Common people
We're not
walking?
accusing you. We're asking where the children are at.
Don't ask me anything.
We're not accusing you. We're asking the daycare centers.
I am not going to answer. And you have.
Uh-huh.
Where are the children at?
Leave. Leave.
We just want to know where are the children.
Who you
I
are.
love that this guy recording him thinks that this is gonna go somewhere. He's probably gonna show that to some elected official to try and get this guy silenced, and then like the video dropped and was like, oh shit, now we fucked
My name's
ourselves.
Nick Shirley.
Jesus.
I work for myself. Nick Shirley.
Jesus,
What
look
are
at
you
this.
recording?
We're wondering where are the children? $2.66 million for
You're not talking to
the
the
Minnesota
right person.
Child Care Center.
You're not talking to the right person.
Are there children that come here? Answer the
See,
question.
what needs to happen here is like whenever this shit finally goes south for the winter, they need to seize all these assets. They need to debank them. They need to take all their fucking clothes. They need to take all their houses, and they need to deport these people back to where they came from. They need all of everything seized, and it needs to go back to Americans. That's what needs to happen with this. 100%. You know why? Because it's American taxpayer dollars that are paying for all that. Those clothes, that phone that he has, everything. It's all American. All of it. The facility he's being paid to work in, the fucking facility, the house that he goes to, or the apartment that he goes to, the car he drives, all of it belongs to Americans. Every last dollar. Hell, if I could get the food back that he ate, we'd be getting that shit too.
Are there children? There's no children inside
They
the
don't
building.
even answer it. Yep, there it is.
I don't know who you're talking to. Leave.
That's just a simple question. Where are
Yeah.
the children at? David, they won't even answer. We asked him. plain and simple, where are the children?
Yeah.
Do children come here?
This is why I've had my life. I've been attacked twice. Once with a knife, and the other time I was jumped last Saturday by 3
Jesus.
Somali men simply for asking questions.
They do the same thing. Well, it's not Somali, but they do the same kind of tactic. If you go to Europe, like near the Eiffel Tower and stuff, they have like these scammers that walk around with bracelets, and they're like, it's free. And then they slide it on your hand whenever you go to grab it, and then they ask for money. And like, the same thing happened with one of these guys. They got like chased down and like tried to, like a bunch of them came out of nowhere and started trying to beat them up.
About what was going on.
That's nuts.
And they're very, very violent people. They do not like this fraud to be exposed.
After giving this man plenty of opportunities to answer the simple question, where are the children? He called the cops on us, and we headed to the state capitol where they're having a meeting about the fraud to confront the state representatives and people in the government who enabled and let this fraud happen. Inside of this committee, a Republican representative showed charts showing exactly how this fraud has been committed and who is profiting and connecting all the dots. And while the Democrat representatives looked into the abyss, one of them spoke about how none of this is building trust and how this is a nonpartisan issue, so I confronted her after that.
Yes, but he has some very valid questions to ask about what's going on here.
I love this dude. This dude is awesome.
Do you think this
we need like 100 more of these people in the government?
I don't know who
crosses?
you are.
My name's Nick Shirley. Do you think this fraud is Republican or Democrat, or just facts that fraud is happening?
I love that these motherfuckers, they the minute you start asking them good questions, they run. They run like a fucking roach when you turn the light on, dude. They roach out.
I think the fact that
Because because that's what I heard you talking about. That
I know what I said is that
because it's absolutely a partisan issue, and Democrats champion this fraud because it's being done by minorities, so they have to agree with it because of their intersectionality mental politics. This is this type of fraud, like Republicans and Democrats are involved with a lot of fraud. It's not like Democrats have a monopoly on this fraud, but Democrats do have a monopoly on like primarily minority and immigrant fraud.
It kind of makes you wonder if they didn't change their ideals from American first to immigrants first because they saw how much money they could make doing this. Like, you know, somebody or a group of people were digging, and then they hit gold whenever they came across this ideal. You know they did.
Irrationally defend because it's being done by minorities or immigrants. That's the difference. That is something that pretty much uniquely Democrats do.
we want to build trust, but fraud is fraud. So why should we be enabling fraud to happen here?
No, I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
Okay, sir.
No. This is not.
Sir.
When are you going to hold Governor Walz? No. She is a representative for the state of Minnesota. Yes or no?
True.
Excuse me?
Yes. Are you?
If you're going to talk to me like
Are
that?
you going to say to her, I'm a disability advocate?
Oh, get out of here, bitch. Talk to you like what? He's trying to hold your ass accountable, bitch. Shut the fuck up, Karen.
And
get
we've got a chance
overstimulated.
to testify.
No. Ma'am, the facts are the facts that fraud is happening.
She's gonna need more linebackers.
How come you think fraud has been able to happen so much underneath?
I think
the
if you've
government
been
here?
listening to our hearings, we've had now 10 hearings on this.
See, this is what the government bureaucratic Karen does. Is it wraps itself in infinite nesting dolls and layers of obfuscation, red tape, bureaucracy, and some other form of accountability displacement to never actually take action, to never do anything, to never respond, to never solve any problem. This is all they do, is have hearings and have conversations and discuss things and circle back with each other. This is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what they do.
Like, to give you an idea, this is the reason why Trump was impeached, and he still ran the government. Like, they don't have any systems to remove people like this, and they're not going to lock them up. They're fucking rich and old. Like, this situation is going to end one of two ways, and I hope that it ends the second way. The first way is Americans are going to get tired of it, and they're going to do what I had talked about earlier. They're going to do something irrational, like hurting these illegals, which I don't want. I don't want to see that. But where do you think it's going if all you do is take and take and take and never give. When someone has nothing else to lose and they decide, well, I'm going to go and fuck up the person that ruined everything for me, when does it stop being people that are just political commentators like Kirk and start being actual fucking senators, actual government officials? It already has. Like, think about it. Like, other senators have been killed over the past year because of stuff like this. This affects every American. You can't tell me out of 3 million people, there aren't a bunch of schizos out there. There are. There's a lot of them. And the other way is that we get new representation that's younger. People that are in their 35, like 35, I think is the earliest you can start running, that are 35, that have no skin in the game, that don't have like accounts tied to all these corporations, to all these fucking places. And they start moving these fucking crusty ass, limp dick boomers out of the fucking office like her. So that way we can get this shit solved. People that instead of advocating for like the guy that got into fucking New York, instead of advocating to go to Israel as their first fucking step, saying to everyone, including Biden, "No, I'm going to stay here and tend to the people that fucking voted me in." Like, that's why he got elected. It had nothing to do with any of his policies. It was because he was the only one out of everybody in that group that said, "I'm going to stay here and tend to the people that elected me into office." No one gives a fuck about what's going on in Israel. No one cares about the wars that are going on in other places. It sucks that they're happening, but we can't even get our own shit sorted. Why are we going to sort your shit too? Come on.
So there's really good data from the people who both work within the administration as well as who, both Democrat and Republicans. I think what you heard today is that the Republicans who control this committee are not actually interested in solving fraud. What they're interested in is telling a story.
This fraud has happened underneath Democrat leader Tim Walz.
It has.
There has been fraud across the country under Democrats and Republicans. There's fraud within the Trump administration.
What are you talking about?
Who the fuck cares what fucking thing they are? Who cares if they're a Republican? Who gives a flying fuck if they're a fucking Democrat? The issue is that they and a bad person, a rotten apple, got elected onto that tree, and they need to rip that fucker out. Who gives a fuck? Look at him for what he is. He's a bad person. He's allowing all this fraud.
Minnesota. What the fuck does Trump have to do with this?
Right?
Oh, it happens. Oh, there's fraud everywhere.
We have is fraud. Private providers have made government a mark. And so every person running government, Democrats or Republicans, are dealing with the issue of how to keep fraudsters out of our public payment. We're also dealing with veterans. We're dealing with consumers. I hope you're looking at that.
You're dealing with veterans, all right. You're giving all the fucking taxpayer money that's supposed to be going to them to a different country. So, by the way, he only looked into the child care. He said there was transportation, and there's another one that not a lot of people know about either, but I've heard it. They're also taking money from poor people. They're by like soup kitchens and stuff, instead of actually setting up shop for people to come and get food. They're doing the same thing with that, and they're also doing the same thing with disabled veterans. So yeah, whenever you sit here and say that you're doing that, maybe you should choose your words more wisely.
Look at United Health currently is being charged with defrauding Medicare. You know who runs Medicare? President Trump. Medicaid.
Oh, right. It's Donald Trump's fault.
I love that. It's Trump's fault that Medicare's been around for years, bro. Like, what you talking about? Are you fucking schizo? Medicare's been around for over like 50 years. Like, what?
A bunch of Somalian fake businesses in your community.
Yeah, let's change the topic because this one's condemning, right?
Breath? I think that there's a good argument that we could make to just not let fat people run for office. If you can't even regulate your own body, how the fuck can you regulate the country?
Oh, man.
Now, I'm not saying that we could do that. But I'm saying that there's an argument for doing that.
Fraud is a 50-state issue. And so, again, It is not a partisan issue.
Yeah, it's not a
There are
swamp
Democrats
hag,
and
it's a swamp
Republicans who are
hog,
sitting
you're
in
right.
that committee talking about it. But what you did here was the Republican chair say she's not turning information over to the one person in government who can stop payment. And I hope you print that.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for coming today.
Okay.
Crazy.
Well,
great.
Well, I'll tell you what, Miss Ma'am. It's crazy that she said that because this video, even Asmon's video, yesterday it was at 900,000 views. Let me see. Hold on.
Piglets.
Let me see.
Sitting there.
Guarantee you, he does. He does have it. Let's see how many views this video got. This video got 1.5 mil views. 1.5 million views. This video got.
They're trying to hide the fraud. Jesus Christ.
If this is
saw what
really
happened
the
there?
state of Minnesota that we live in, and these politicians are just walking off, thinking it's okay Tuesday, and they want to go visit the Trump, they want to blame the Trump administration. We have
That's what I said.
Democrats blaming ICE.
Yeah.
I'm tired. My people are suffering.
Bro.
I'm scared for my little brother.
This.
My people are suffering, and these people just walk off.
Yep.
It's so
He's right.
raw.
We have a governor who.
This guy's
he doesn't
epic.
care.
Yes.
How many more people are gonna freaking die?
Yeah.
No, he's right. Like,
People are gonna go homeless.
Yeah.
think about that. Like, because some of these facilities are set up for the homeless. Some of these facilities are supposed to be set up for people that need food. And because they're run and they're straining the system so much that the facilities that need this money can't get it now. Just like whenever I needed the money for whenever I went to college, I couldn't get the money. Like, you understand how fucked this is? People are dying. Americans are dying because of this. And you want to talk to me about the Ukrainian war? I don't give a fuck about that, bro. I don't care about that. We got our own shit to deal with.
How many more people are gonna be trafficked in our freaking system?
What a fucking legend. Oh my god. The politician fraudsters liable. Yep, everybody's working. Guys, hey, remember to pay your taxes so Somalians can live the American dream.
That's the crazy part. These fuckers come over here from a foreign country. We pay their fucking tickets. We pay their fucking jobs. They live the American dreams, and you know what we get? We get shit in the other hand. They live our American dreams. Welcome to America, boys. It's no longer the American lie or the American dream. It's the Somalian dream. Let me tell you why. Because they move from Somalia, they come here and they live like Americans used to.
It was insane. I'm gonna be honest. This was a
W
insane,
video.
ridiculous video. It was a lot better than I had expected.
All right, well, rampant fraud is going on in Minnesota. Their Lieutenant Governor, Peggy Flanagan, well, she's busy making a giant fool of herself, wearing a hijab to stand in solidarity with the Somalis.
Assalamu alaikum. My name's Peggy Flanagan. I am the Lieutenant Governor of Minnesota, and I'm really honored and humbled to be here with all of you today.
Isn't that disrespectful if you wear a hijab, or like, for that matter, any form of religious attire, and you don't actually do that religion? Isn't that like a mockery? Last time I checked, that's like mocking.
Incredibly clear that the Somali community is part of the fabric of the state of Minnesota.
Well, thankfully, some are trying to expose the theft of taxpayer dollars in that state, including our next guest. Joining us now is independent journalist Nick Shirley, whose
Holy
video
shit.
documenting those suspicious activities at child care centers in the state has gone massively viral. All right, Nick, we've had you on this show before. You know, I'm a longtime follower of yours. You've done incredible work. I know you're an incredible investigative journalist on the ground. But I guess my question is this. How much investigating did you actually have to do to find these centers, some of them that have misspelled signs? Did you just find them easily, or how did you go about this? Because it's amazing to me that nobody else besides you saw a problem here when they can't even spell on the side of a learning center, Nick.
Yeah, it's a great question, and I have to give props to the man by the name of David who helped me in this investigation. He's been doing research for years trying to expose this fraud, and nobody has given him the time of day to even talk about this. So
I would give him like half of everything I made for that video. 100%. 100%.
With his help and my own investigation, I've known about the fraud taking place for a long time. Minnesotans have been telling me for a long time about the Somali fraud that is taking place. And with his help,
It's crazy that everybody knows about it, but nobody's like, they all know it's happening, but they're too scared to do anything about it.
For $110 million in fraud in one day. And that's just the tip. When people say it's the tip of the iceberg, it really is, because there's billions of fraud inside the state of Minnesota right now.
Nick, kind of on that topic, you said that, I believe you just said his name was David, has been researching this for years. In your experience, or in your opinion, just spending the day you spent out there tracking this down, is there any way that this hasn't reached the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz? I mean, you know, take aside ongoing litigation or what have you, but is there any way that he could claim ignorance on this, just in your experience over this investigation?
He's been claiming ignorance since day one, so of course.
Oh, it's so obvious. If you're living in Minnesota, you have to raise your eyebrows and think, what's going on? Literally, if you drive around Minnesota, around Minneapolis, you'll see daycare centers, autism centers. You will then see transportation companies that have snow piled up as if they haven't moved in months. And then you also go into buildings where there'll be 20 healthcare companies, 14 and 22. The video
big surprise, healthcare companies. Big fucking surprise.
Published on X and YouTube. So it is like a kindergartner could figure out that there's fraud going on.
Nick, one of the most shocking things to me in the video that you posted was the reaction of some of the Somalis that you were interacting with. The one clip where they called the cops on you for simply asking about some of the healthcare companies, the 20 healthcare companies that were located in one building. Tell us a little bit about what your interactions were like on the ground.
Yeah, they couldn't even I gave them plenty of opportunities to just answer simple questions. I wasn't going in with some crazy hard-hitting question. I was asking them exactly from the paper, where's this money? Where are the kids? You have a capacity for 99 children. Where are the children? And why are all the windows blacked out? So these people simply could not answer the most simple questions as to where are the children inside these daycare centers.
Nick, you know, when I was your age, I used to watch all the local news stations, and every local news operation had a roving reporter who would go around and find waste, fraud, and abuse. Are there local reporters like that in your area, and why do you think they weren't doing the work that you did?
He probably didn't have the resources he did. Not everybody has the same resource. I love that this guy, it's crazy to me that somebody like this, who's supposed to be a journalist, or at least, you know, on the news like this. Because, like, let's be honest, your Fox News is mostly, like, political stuff. It's mostly political stuff. It's stuff that you need a journalist for. So it's interesting to me to see that these people can sit up here knowing that the only reason that probably so damn ignorant, not knowing that they got their jobs because some independent journalist got to this point where it was the biggest and ended up getting its own media station. Like, it's insane to me that this guy's even asking, like, tell me you're privileged without telling me you're privileged. Like,
I don't know. They're scared of being called nowadays because it's Somalians that are committing this fraud. People are scared to be called Islamophobic, racist, in which has nothing to do with what's going on, because fraud is fraud. It doesn't matter if it's a black person, white person, Asian person, Mexican.
Amen.
Fraud is fraud, and we work too hard simply just to be paying taxes and enabling fraud to be happening.
I agree.
Yeah, Nick, I mean, it's stunning.
Our government is supposed to be protecting us from this. It's letting us down at every corner.
Congratulations.
We get no health care, we get no benefits, and they're sending our money overseas and they're allowing this fraud.
scan on your video, by the way. Well deserved. All these people are finding it and finding you and all the good work that you do. But Governor Tim Walz is pushing back on the investigations into the Somali community over the massive welfare fraud that's happened under his watch. Take a look at this.
This is what happens when they target communities for their own benefit. This is what happens when they scapegoat. And this is what happens when they no longer hide the idea of white supremacy.
So it sounds to me, Nick, that Governor Tim Walz is saying that you and others that are out there trying to expose this, you're doing it because you're white supremacy.
Saying that word, if you say it too many times, people just ignore it. Just like the Nazi thing, just like the racist thing, like it's just another word that's going to get burnt out. People aren't going to listen to. That's just all there is to it. Seriously, that's all there is to it.
What is your response to him?
Sorry that you want to call me a white supremacist because I used to work my fingers to the bone and not be able to afford a fucking house. I literally ran into burning buildings and saved people's lives and I couldn't afford a house. Sorry, I guess I am just a white supremacist. I'll take it. I'll own it. Sure. Whatever you say, guy.
Yeah, Tim wants votes. There are entire apartment complexes where white people have been pushed out of these apartment complexes because Somalians have taken over and they're inside of these towns like Minneapolis where they can go get votes from these people. And if you have 100,000 people that will vote for you because you're going to enable and let this stuff happen and because you're going to call a white person racist for calling out facts, this is what's going to happen to a state like Minnesota. Minnesotans, they say Minnesota nice, but they are very upset. And I totally understand why they're upset. Because they don't have a governor who's actually working for them. He's actually working against them.
Nick, your video's been viewed 93 million times. What do you think will be the result of this? Do you think that things will change because of bringing attention to this? Or do you think it'll be
wait a minute. Wait, what the fuck is this?
Welcome back, everyone. Governor Tim Walz still defending and deflecting blame over the growing fraud scandal in his state of Minnesota. This is the FBI revealing they're on the case. Director Kash Patel confirming, quote, the FBI dismantled a $250 million fraud scheme that stole federal food aid meant for vulnerable children during COVID.
Bro, they stealing from our kids, bro. They stealing from our kids. Our children.
An investigation exposed sham vendors, shell companies, and large-scale money laundering. The case led to 78 indictments and 57 convictions. The FBI believes this is just the tip of a very large iceberg, end quote. A Minnesota native and Alpha News journalist Liz Collin has been covering this scandal from
that video in Minnesota. We have stories dating back nearly a decade now. Fake daycares, millions of dollars in cash, and carry-on luggage flying out of our airport by Somali men each week. The question, though, now I think with the glare of the national spotlight, will
I bet that bitch's life is completely turned upside down from this. That's what you get, you fucking loser.
actually stop? I wanted to highlight just a recent story we did after some investigation over at Alpha News. I think it highlights how deep this goes, but we looked into the Minneapolis
Over 100 million people saw his video? That's crazy.
Public School District and asked why it hired all of these transportation companies after we received reports of vans sitting in parking lots or having no riders in them at all when people would see them out on the road, literally no passengers ever. And we found one particular company paid millions of dollars by the school district. And here's the kicker. A new state law took effect in 2023 guaranteeing school districts 100% reimbursement for transportation costs for homeless and highly mobile students. So what do we see? We see that number of homeless students skyrocket in the Minneapolis school district by 40% the next year. But that's often what we're seeing is you uncover this legislation that seems to be tied in so many cases to this fraud guy.
Yeah, no, it seems like you just pull on one string and it leads to some giant waste or stealing of taxpayer dollars.
That's what I was saying. Like, whenever you get asked the question, why bother with the peasants that are at the facilities? That's why. Because that peasant has a string attached to him. And if you pull that string hard enough, you're going to find a person that caused it all. Promise you.
And it's all across the state through all these programs. Now, the House Majority Whip nationally for the Republican Party is Tom.
Let's be honest here. This guy is probably stupid and he fucked up. I guarantee you every state in this country has some form of this.
Emmer of Minnesota. Here's what he just had to say.
They've got a whole bunch of pending people that could be indicted. And what does Tim Walz do? He puts a post out on his Twitter that says, Happy Catter Day, with a picture of a cat. Whistleblowers are coming forward, and if they are real, Mike, and if what they're saying can be documented, and what they're saying is...
Damn, there's whistleblowers coming forward now.
They told Tim Walz, they told...
Just imagine how many people didn't say anything because they were scared.
Keith Ellison about the fraud when it was happening, and they not only didn't do anything, they retaliated against them. Mike, if that's true, if that can be documented, these guys need to be prosecuted.
Yeah, so that's a very explosive element to this whole...
Let me tell you something. If they put Tim Walz in jail, you're about to see a lot of senators go to jail. And they know it. They know it.
Story, and it's kind of fascinating to see how Governor Walz is responding to all of it. He sort of says over here, oh, we're taking it very seriously. We're all over it, which they clearly haven't been for years, but don't worry.
No, they clearly have been. That's why they've been able to rake in all that money for years.
Got this. Also, it's not as bad as you think. Also, the Republicans are only doing this for political reasons. Also, this might be racist. It's kind of all over the place, isn't it?
Well, I mean, the Democrats were trying to get the Epstein files released. I mean, it still isn't technically released, but still.
Absolutely. There is just mounting frustration, though, I can tell you, just among taxpayers in Minnesota as they're seeing more and more of this. We actually went out.
I love how they think that it's just Minnesotan taxpayers. That's everyone's money. That goes to a big-ass pot that everyone pays into, and they're siphoning out of that pot. Like, it's not just Minnesota.
Sites, autism centers, adult daycares, programs rife with fraud. And I'll be honest, so much of this just seems fake. They have fake Google reviews, fake stock photos on their websites. In many cases, we found phone numbers don't work on their websites. And you're right, how Governor Walz is acting seems pretty telling as well. He seems to be making some maneuvers now as he runs for re-election for a third term in Minnesota. But I can tell you there is a petition that's been going around for just the last couple of weeks. Tens of thousands of people have now signed it, demanding that he resign in the wake of this fraud. So clearly a story where there is more to come. And again, mounting frustration, I think, among the taxpayers here in Minnesota.
Yeah, I can imagine, because people work hard for their money. It's being stolen hand over fist by these criminals. And the party...
Yeah, they're literally just piling pockets of, like, fisting pockets of money, dude. Like, it's kind of crazy. They're like dual wielding money and putting it into their pockets. Damn, there was so much that happened. We actually won't be able to cover everything. We're going to have to wait on a lot of this for tomorrow. There we go. Oh, wait, no, wrong one. All right. We're going to watch this, and then we probably go head up out of here for the day. We'll be back on tomorrow to cover the rest of this. A lot of it was Tim Walz today, unfortunately. So W Midwest Safety. Hell yeah, Midwest Safety. Let's go, Midwest Safety. Oh, Jesus.
On February 19th, 2021, California officers from the Tulare County Sheriff's Office pursued a white Toyota Prius after the driver used a 9mm
You know he stole that shit.
handgun to threaten tourists inside Sequoia National Park. After fleeing the scene, a responding deputy spotted the vehicle and entered the chase, unaware of the horrifying chaos that's about to unfold.
I saw 60 Charles, I'm with them.
4121, try it again.
I saw 60 Charles, I'm with them. We're going to be passing
Damn, that bro's got to be hauling ass if the cop can't even catch up to him.
10-4, still headed westbound 198, speeds approximately.
I see the truck.
Approaching Long Drive.
Trying to pass on the W.
Oh, the truck is the police. Okay.
And 198. Coming up to Lamitas and 198.
Damn, that Prius is booking it, bro. Who'd have thought a hybrid had it in it? And little gerbils in there be kicking around real quick. Oh!
He's off the road driving in the orchard. Off the road. Off the
He's got the gun outside of the car, too. He just heard a shot, too.
The gun outside of the car.
Single shot fired. 60 Charles, keep calling.
60 Charles, copy. Still westbound 198 approaching Avenue 330.
Jesus, man.
Speeds approximately 70.
White traffic. Confirm he's back on 198 westbound.
AFR, we're passing Douglas now.
Still brandishing the firearm.
Westbound 198 passing Douglas. What was the last comment about the firearm?
He's still brandishing. He fired one more shot.
It's a good thing he ain't worth a shit.
I show you William Q. I'm with the unit. Still westbound 198 approaching
What the hell is that?
approximately 95.
That just threw a drink at us.
I copy westbound approaching Hill 95 through a drink at the unit.
Just threw a mag light out the window that struck my vehicle.
Do we have a location?
They're coming this way.
Right now?
Let's get the hell out of the way.
Fresno 676. I'm out with another TCSO unit, 198. Road 220.
95 past alert now.
Oh man, get this bitch ass. Oh, the hell was that?
Continuing to throw items out the vehicle.
That unit at Farmersville Boulevard, do you have spikes?
Fresno 676. Farmersville has spikes set up. And keep going 198 at Farmersville.
Units be advised, Farmersville's got spikes set up on 198 at the 16400 overpass.
And a copy. We're just passing Avenue 300 now.
Flight 867, if I can advise. Units behind 4121.
Here they come.
Oh,
867, Temper.
We just passed 220.
CHP's picking this up. If they can get to the front, let them
why haven't they tried to spike strip this dude yet?
198 approaching High Sierra Drive.
198 approaching High Sierra.
Whoa.
Yeah, just threw something out, struck my vehicle.
198 approaching 210, speeds approximately 95.
Let CHP come past you.
What the hell's he doing? What's this guy doing?
CHP has the lead on second in the stack now.
Fresno 676 taking over.
Wait, what?
Approaching Spruce.
Is he?
Going wrong way.
What the hell's he doing? Is he leaning out of the car? Is he like opening the door? What the fuck's he doing?
He's now going westbound on the eastbound lanes at 245.
It's continued wrong way. 198.
He's opposite lane, 198, eastbound lane.
He's westbound in the eastbound lanes. 198 approaching 65.
He's coming up to the blind overpass here. Still westbound in the eastbound. He just cut back over into the westbound lane.
He's got the handgun out. He's got the handgun out. He's going northbound 196.
Westbound in the eastbound lane, cut back over.
Oh!
Northbound road.
Holy crap! Bro's playing Grand Theft Auto.
It's going to be a white Prius, unknown plate. Does not appear to be California plate.
Speed 75, passing 304. Speeds just jumped back up. He's going in the southbound lane, swerving. Still northbound 95 miles an hour, passing out.
95. Jesus. I think it's safe to assume he's trying to shoot you.
He's got tire blown out.
How the hell he blow his tire out? He shoot his own tire?
Speed down to 55. Passing 332. Still northbound.
Going into the orchard.
Into an orchard, he's crashed.
K8 into an orchard.
Continuing east through the orchard. He's leg bailing. Going south from his vehicle.
Leg bail south.
Going south from his vehicle.
Leg bail south.
Man, that poor orchard. Whoever owns that, bro, I feel so bad for them.
I don't see him.
ETA on the airship. 50 minutes. Alright guys, let's start getting a perimeter set up.
Oh, there he is.
Wearing an all black hoodie, black pants.
10-4, set up perimeter.
Want me to head north? Or, yeah, try and get up on that side of the orchard.
Can you advise ETA?
Oh, is he just still in the vehicle?
Fresno 676, I'm still out with the vehicle. TCSO units continued.
Copy, still out.
X-ray copy, south, incoming QC unit, deal.
Oh!
Have TCSO set up perimeter.
Holy shit!
I heard gunshots. What's that? I heard gunshots. I heard 2 or 3.
Copy, shots fired.
Damn!
Copy, shots fired. One is en route.
Bro.
SO's taking rounds.
SO's taking rounds.
I got shots
Bro,
fired.
where the fuck are these retards at? You not gonna go help her? The fuck y'all doing? Everyone just walking around. Bro, look, 2 people running on foot. Get in your fucking cruiser, go run that bitch over. What you doing?
Shots fired from the orchard.
What the fuck these idiots doing? Are you fucking kidding me? There's not a single person in the orchard that can help this lady. What the hell we doing? We getting out of the car to go run up there. The fuck you doing? What are you gonna shoot from right there? Bro got a handgun.
What's the direction of fire?
Jesus Christ.
Shots from fire. Start medical code 3.
67297.
He's right here behind the tree. Right here in front. One down. One down. Don't move. Stay where you're at. Come up with me. Stand down. Lay down. Lay down. Facing east. All the way. Lay down.
We probably already killed that officer. She probably already dead, huh? But that son of a bitch gets to keep his life.
6 needs ambulance. Apartment yet?
West 60 Charles, suspects down. We're moving in. Line of fire is to the north.
Officers, direction of fire is going to be northbound from the suspect vehicle.
Go ahead, go up.
Right there!
Stay with me. You got this.
Get on the radio. We got one in custody. Weapon recovered.
West 60 Charles. One in custody. Weapons recovered.
Give me 2 ambulances. Double check on her. And I need this whole area around this car is a crime scene.
Copy.
The suspect was identified as 26-year-old Marvin Joseph Chang. According to Los Angeles County court records, he had prior felony charges of attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon.
Why the fuck are these people out of prison? Come on!
Those charges stemmed from an incident reported on December 1st, 2006, when Chang and 2 associates stabbed a 17-year-old boy during an argument at Sierra Madre.
Bro is 24 stabbing a 17-year-old child. What the fuck are we doing?
Memorial Park in Los Angeles County. Due to his prior felony status, he was prohibited from possessing weapons or ammunition. However, during the search following
big surprise, he got it illegally.
this incident, officers found multiple weapons and equipment in Chang's possession,
Look at that.
including 1 firearm with an extended magazine, 1 semi-automatic 9mm pistol, a ballistic vest, a second handgun, an AR-style rifle, multiple additional magazines, 3 knives, more than 1,000 rounds of ammunition.
Remember though, he's not allowed to have any of this. So, I mean, you could expect him to not break the law, right?
And hallucinogenic mushrooms. The female officer seen, a 20-year California Highway Patrol veteran, was shot once in the shoulder by Chang and was airlifted to the Community Regional Medical Center where she made a full recovery. California Highway Patrol officers were not equipped with body-worn cameras at the time of the incident. However, the agency is in the process of deploying body cameras to all 7,600 patrol officers with full implementation targeted for March 2026. Chang's personal files and journal entries indicated significant psychological concerns. His writings stated that he was being followed by the feds, and they tried to intimidate him by placing spyware on his phone and firing gunshots near his home. He also wrote that his third eye knows about the feds' plans, claims
What
to
a
be
fucking schizo, man. This bro's got a mind's eye.
gunshots near his home. He also wrote that his third eye knows about the feds' plans, claimed to be the king of Hershey Street, and referenced having a second-degree black belt. On social media, he shared a post stating that he was learning to master self and a community revolution was in progress. During the court trial on July 22, 2024, a jury found Chang guilty of 5 counts of premeditated and deliberate attempted murder.
Yes,
assault
sir.
with a semi-automatic firearm on peace officers, being a felon in possession of firearms, ammunition, and a ballistic vest, felony evading, and special allegations
Let me guess,
related
they go give him like 5 years?
to the discharge of a firearm.
Come on, man.
In the end, Marvin Joseph Chang was
208 years! That son of a bitch's corpse is gonna be fucking in prison. Holy shit!
208 years to life in prison, where he will spend the rest of his life.
Have you ever wondered why police
God damn!
don't react to gunshots immediately? Well, that's because sometimes the environment lies to your ears. I learned the hard way years ago when I was shot at. And truthfully, the scary part wasn't the gunfire, it was not knowing where the shots were coming from. Now put yourself in this situation. You're moving, your heartbeat is loud, and the terrain is bending sound in every direction. So you don't hear the gunshots, you hear possibility, and every noise could be nothing or the last warning you get. Then the worst happens. The threat stops moving in front of you and starts existing somewhere around you. No visual, no direction, just the knowledge that a person with a gun has already decided to use it. Now I'm almost positive that when those rounds popped off near that female officer, she wasn't thinking about policy. She likely had an adrenaline dump and her body screamed to move now. Cover becomes oxygen, distance becomes time, and every step she took was a calculation between freezing and exposing herself. Now, I don't believe she yelled for help because she was panicking. She probably was already shot, and she knew that the isolation plus the injury is what kills cops. Remember that you're surviving on instinct, hoping that your backup can find you before the shooter finds them. As a cop, you won't always hear the danger coming, you won't always know where it is, and surviving policing sometimes means acting decisively inside uncertainty, because waiting for clarity is how officers don't make it home.
That's right. That's right. Hey, we rolling out of here for the day, boys. That's it. Be back on tomorrow, bright and early. Be back on here tomorrow, bright and early. Stay safe out there. Stay friendly. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. You never know. I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow. I'm kidding. Thanks for watching. We'll watch Chase's stuff, if not tomorrow, the day after. The next time he pops up. I'm out of here, boys. Let's see. Peace. Stay safe out there.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning,